Hello, good evening to all, and welcome to Dracula 3, also known as Dracula Path of the Dragon. Uh, this game didn't like to run well on Windows 10. I tried a lot of things with compatibility and other stuff. I'm not gonna get into details, but no matter what I tried, all I could do was to make it run, but just like 15 FPS. However, tonight when I decided, screw this, and let's stream this game anyway, it just decided to fix itself, run at 30 FPS, like nothing was happening. So, well, I'll take this. Don't know if this is this is a god's blessing or Dracula's curse. Don't know what's just supposed to mean. But well, as you can see from the title screen, this is already a bit fancier than before. It's going to be a fancier adventure. As far as the plot of this goes, I think this time we're like a Vatican priest, and we're investigating rumors of Dracula's return or something. Well, let's create a new game and see how this plays out. Oh wait, we need to choose a profile. Do we choose the Goblin? Do you choose the Goblin Bat? Do you choose the Goblin Wolf? Do we choose the second Goblin Bat? Or the Little Goblin? I hope I can tell the difference about the one we chose later. I think I'll take the Were Goblin. Just right in the middle. There is no way to mistake. And let's begin. You wake up in a box. Claustrophobics beware. I hope he killed Build out of there.
Is it the fear of death that is tormenting you?
The fear of suffocating, Monsignor. At Caporetto, a shell buried my unit. I was the lone survivor.
God spared your life. May he bring peace to your soul.
His word guides me through my trials. After my nightmare, I opened the Bible and read this passage from Isaiah. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Ah, no. You use the Bible to interpret your dreams. Please, don't sink to superstition.
Your Eminence, since God rules the world, nothing happens by chance. Everything is the expression of his will. Everything must have a sense.
And it is not in the power of man to discover it. Ah, no. Your hunger for answers leads you astray. Please, let's get back to the matter at hand. The congregation is sending you to Vladoviste in the bishopric of Alba Iula.
In Transylvania? The region has just been annexed by Romania, has it not?
To be sure. They speak mostly Romanian there, as well as a little Hungarian and German. 3 languages you know well. You will investigate the case of Martha Calugarul, a physician and scientist who died a few months ago.
And we're already investigating?
The postulator of her cause has presented solid arguments to justify a rapid process. Naturally, this mustn't influence you, but you know your duty, don't you, Mr. Devil's Advocate?
And off we go.
Devil's advocate, promoter of the faith. Monsignor Briganti has entrusted me with a great responsibility. God help me be worthy of it. Will Martha Caligaro one day be counted among the saints of the Catholic Church? I hope so, but truth must prevail. My investigation must leave nothing in the dark.
Blood of Vista. You already know this name sounds like bad stuff. Okay, so here we are at the train station. We have finally control of our character. Those diagonals got fancier. Now it's point I can go here, point I can go there, point I can go there, and stuff. This game actually has a bit of more intricate interface. Transit zone objects that you collect take their place here. Don't let you just pile up in the disorderly mess, but arrange them in the storage zone. So, now let's take our Bible and the crucifix by the hand. Or just, put them in your pockets. The Bible and the crucifix. This object is also a document. Click to view as a document. As a good priest, we actually carry the Bible with us. We can open the book at random by clicking the flashing symbol here. You discover wise words, sometimes even predictions, that are strikingly in tune with your situation. Click the icon as many times as needed until the icon stops blinking. Okay, let's see what it says. Verum tamen ad infernum deteris in profundo Latin. Nevertheless, you were thrust down to the grave, to the recesses of the pit. Amazing way to start your journey. And stop with flash, so that's all we got to see. Yeah, but we actually have all the pages of the Bible here. Like, there's all 3,000 plus pages of it. Yeah, and you can scroll through each one of them. Review underlined passages. The random passage was underlined for us. The others we can't read unless we know, Latin. This one. Yep. Enlarge. Oh! Can look for details. Okay, but not now. We also have a document called Roman numerals, in case you didn't know about this. Oh wait, this G, I didn't remember the G. That is 500. Oh. Okay. That's all the refresh I need. Acquisition, sort by name. Yeah, we can sort. We can also push in the trash. Documents we don't need. But no document is lost forever. Can also access our dialogue. This is the cutscene that just transpired. In your inventory, we have 5 tabs for items. Ooh. Sorry, I had to mute my mic a bit. If you feel lost, take a few steps in order to clear your mind, then review your objectives. But do not follow them blindly. Make room for a bit of surprise and improvisation. With Z? Is that supposed to be Z? Investigate Mother Caligaro. Contact the parish priest and talk to him about Martha. Visit Martha's grave and visit the dispensary where Martha worked. What is a dispensary? Oh, and here is the menu. Save the session. Okay. Now we have a few places to investigate. Let's go back to the train.
This is not the time to take the train. I still have things to do here.
Okay.
This is not the time to take the train. I still have things to do here.
I was just going to board the platform. Oh. Should I go this dark alley or should I go this dark alley? Let's go dark alley with the rope.
Before anything else, let's try to find that inn where I reserved my room.
Oh, you already reserved the name. Super objectives. Go to the inn, talk to the innkeeper. Okay. This is not a good place to be looking for an inn. So misty and deserted. Let's continue straight forward. Oh my god. Don't scare me like that, dog. 1905. Someone here?
It's not polite to burst in on people this way.
What do you mean? We did... Oh, thanks for pointing this out. So I guess you can't just open the door. We have to ring here. So they answer to us. Let's look at this. Vesnici Foundation Dispensary. So this is where Martha worked. Anything else on here? Oh, more crossroads. Should I investigate the dispensary before all else? Okay, someone shut up this dog, please. It's getting my nerves.
Come in! It's open!
Oh, come on! I ring the bell so open the door for me.
Come here! I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, hi. Just a second, I gotta investigate the rest of your house. With no nook and cranium turned. Portrait of schools, telephone. Wait!
Don't stay in that drafty hall.
Girl! You just... Girl just pulled me on 180. Okay, fine. You're a forceful one.
Hello, miss. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
I am Dr. Maria Florescu. Have you come from the Vatican, Father?
Ah, I see that news travels quickly.
Hosanna is a chatterbox, you know. So, I've learned that you reserved a room at the inn, and that you've come with regard to the canonization of Martha Calugarul.
To be more exact, I'm here to conduct a preliminary inquiry. In fact, I'd like to ask you a few questions in that respect, but I hope I'm not bothering you, Doctor.
Call me Maria, please, and I'd be very happy to help you.
Okay. What do you know about Dr. Calugarul?
I've read the research she published. I also know about her through what the villagers say, and from the traces she left in this house. She led an austere life and worked a great deal. Her only distraction was photography. All her equipment is still here.
May I ask what brought you here to work?
I'd wanted to set myself up since the end of my studies, but I didn't have the money to buy a practice. The Vesnicia Foundation offered me this job after the death of Dr. Calugarul. I accepted it right away. I'm put up, I earn a salary for tending to the poor, and I can develop a small private practice on the side.
Okay, tell me what's this private practice on the side. Actually, don't. I don't want to know that. I didn't find the inn. Can you tell me where it's
Just
located?
across from the dispensary, the big red house. You can't miss it.
I'll
Don't
miss
hesitate
it
to come back if
immediately.
you think I can help you, or I can stop by the inn if you prefer.
You will always be welcome. But please, don't go to the trouble. I'll come by again.
Thanks for telling me about the inn. Now I'll go everywhere but the inn. Okay, let's check the rest of the place. Hope don't mind. Open this drawer.
This isn't the right time.
Come on, this is the right time. She already stopped talking
This
to
isn't
us.
the right time.
Oh, Arno, you're too polite.
This isn't the right time.
You're
This
too
isn't the
damn
right
polite.
time. This isn't the right time.
What do you mean it's not the right time to stand by the fire? Let's take the
This
pot.
isn't the right time.
Yep, this isn't the right time. Show anything. Oh, can go here. Calling it, she's a vampire. No, I hope she's the one that's doing the anti-vampire missiles of this game. Whoa, my god!
I'm sorry. That dog is unbearable.
No, he's not. He's a good watchdog.
You're kind. He's a good dog. His presence is reassuring. He keeps prowlers away, and any cats or foxes who might attack my birds.
Okay, I don't want to open that door anymore. Bye. 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 Can I use your
It'd be
phone?
better for me to call from the inn.
What?
The treatment room. Nothing for me there right now.
Don't stay in that drafty hall.
Fine, I'm out. Jeez. Oh? Oh? Plot's already happening. Why don't you go that... This is the big red house that's staying, right? Yeah. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go through the dog. Oh?
The war has caused so much damage.
Oh, that's what you were about. I thought you saw the guy with the red ring. Oh, I can go even further in the mountains. Oh, a lot has destroyed you, truly. Okay, let's go over here. Let's not go further there yet. Let's go back to the city. Oh yeah, dark alley. Perfect. Oh? This seemed like it was important. What about the guy with the red ring? You wanna say something about him? Okay, oh my god, this... Oh no, this seems like the inn. So that is not. That is the... Yeah, they're straight across from each other. This is where it came from. I guess we should just get acquainted with the town. First, let me save. Don't stay in that drafty hall. Yeah, great dialogue. Well, we actually have all the dialogue. In theory, did you get anything? No. Save the session. Yes, he has a ring of Xbox. The ring of death. Wait, no, that's the... Let's go over here. Battery... Maybe... Oh my god, the train's already gone? Just talk to the girl. I thought the train was just, you know, gonna stop here, make a rest, something. Already departed.
Nobody in the streets. What a gloomy atmosphere.
To skip a line of dialogue or cinematic, press spacebar. Okay. Is he gonna be talking randomly every once in a while?
That huge, brightly lit building must be the inn.
I think that too. But investigate around the way. How's this? A car? Yeah, this is... There is only this way out, otherwise you can walk through the rooftops. Well, let's knock. Oh, this time it's open! Of course. Ah. Ornaments. These usually are open. Yeah, you're right. I just thought, you know, the treatment place. Maybe I don't know, actually don't know what a dispensary is, but I thought the treatment place would be, you know, also welcome.
What a delicious looking basket. I see the inn's kitchen lacks for nothing. Which, for that matter, is astonishing in this ruined country.
Yeah, give me all that garlic that I see over there. I'm gonna need it. Donation box.
That's the outbox for the mail.
Ah, okay, outbox. Never mind, I don't know my stuff. Gonna learn a lot. Should I ring the bell now? No, why would you
I have to talk with the innkeeper.
God damn it, Arno, you're too polite. Let's talk.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
Ah, you're the one who's come from Rome about Martha. Hello, Father. Your room's waiting. First one on the right at the top of the staircase. You already got a letter. I put it on your table.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hosanna, Father. Call me Hosanna. It's the name they christened me with.
Okay, Osana. Did you know Dr. Martha Carolgaro well?
Oh, yeah. Really well. She saved my kid, you see. He was real sick. She sent him to the seashore. The doctor put it like this. Hosanna, your boy's got to change climates. And if it'll make the difference for you, I'll pay the expenses. That woman was truly a saint. I often go pray on her grave.
So, I visited Dr. Maria Floresco.
A lovely girl. But she's got a way about her, if you see what I mean. You can tell right off she's not from around here. Oh, yes, one thing. Young Master Peckmaster told me he'd sure like to meet you.
Mr. Peckmaster?
Yeah, Janos Peckmaster. He's one of my lodgers. He got the room across from yours. He's in the parlor right now.
Very well. I'll go say hello now.
Alright. Just one last comment. You're much more pleasant than the other lady I mentioned in let's say, another life. Just say. Okay, first things first, I think we should call from the inn. Do I have to type in the number too? Wait, speak. Okay.
Transylvania Telephone Company. Number, please.
No, I changed my mind, sorry for the trouble. No, let's call Vatican.
Just one moment, please. Hello? International switchboard? Rome for Vladiviste. Rome, Vatican 65. Please hold. You're connected.
This is Cardinal.
Wow.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
Delighted to hear your voice. So, Mr. Devil's Advocate, what's the weather like in Transylvania?
Stormy. But that doesn't bother me. It gives the countryside a kind of tragic coloring.
My goodness, Arno, you haven't changed. What can I do for you?
Can I contact the Diocese of Alba Iula directly?
It's better that I contact them, if need be.
Then could you tell me what the reason is for such haste in the investigation of Martha's case?
The Diocese of Albayula let it be known that the canonization of a local native would enable the Catholics, who are in minority in Transylvania, to reaffirm their identity with regard to the Orthodox. This can be very important in a nation under construction. That's why the process began so quickly. Your mission is delicate, Arno. It's difficult to accomplish without offending someone, but I have faith in you. You'll know how to act suitably.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
Yeah, I hope the Vatican is covering the expenses for the inn. I wonder how much an international call would cost in this age. Parlor, right. But I kinda want to go to my room first. Oh, already climbed the whole stairs. I was expecting to go for a few more scenes, I don't know why.
This must be my room.
Yes. Open the drawers, no. Can't go to the sink. Let's go over to the table. International video call even. Yeah! That's gonna make things expensive as hell.
This oak wardrobe is very solid.
You mean so rush you can't even open the doors?
This oak wardrobe is very solid.
Guys, I just want to stare at it. Okay, fine.
This oak wardrobe is very solid.
Yeah, it's very solid, alright. I bet we're gonna hide for someone in here. Mark my words. Oh hey, it's my reflection. Oh my god, my reflection in the mirror even moves. Look, the head is moving on the mirror. That's a nice detail.
A missive from the Diocese of Alba Eula. It concerns Martha.
Okay, let's open the letter. Whoa, it's another document. Brief Martha Calugaro biographical data. 1871. Birth in Bucharest of Martha Calugaro, the offspring of a very old Catholic family. Orphan at the age of 10, she is brought up by an unmarried aunt. 1891. She passes an examination organized by the Vesnici Foundation and receives a grant to pursue medical studies. 1898. She is the first Romanian woman admitted to examination for the Royal Hospital internship. 1899. She successfully passes experimental physiology qualifying examinations. 1902. While working in the laboratory of the University of Bucharest, an accidental explosion projects concentrated acid near her face. She survives the burns. Okay, that's why you look like this in the photo. Oh. I'm sorry, girl. 1903. After recovering, though left disfigured for life, Martha Calugaro pursues her scientific career while working in a Catholic hospice in Bucharest. She publishes numerous articles in various medical journals. 1906. The Vesnici Foundation needs a Romanian-speaking doctor for its dispensary in Vladoviste, which is at the time in Austro-Hungarian territory. Martha Calugaro agrees to relocate to this small mountain town. She divides her time between her research and the care given to the local population. 1910. She publishes an article entitled Blood Analysis and Statistics, a new method for the study of hereditary diseases. So she was playing with blood. 1913. Martha Calugaro receives the Motown Prize for her work on the use of sodium citrate in blood conservation. She's totally a vampire. That same year, she publishes a remarkable article on the Peace syndrome in collaboration with Professor Heinrich von Kruger of the University of Bavaria, an expert of international fame. Ms. Martha Calugaro and Professor von Kruger after a conference given at Bucharest Academy of Science. Could anyone tell this guy to smile, please? Holy cow, look at the frown! Vladoviste after the counteroffensive of the Central Empires. 1915. Martha Calugaro refused to leave Vladoviste in spite of the threat of war. 1916. As fighting rages around the village, Martha Calugaro cares with equal devotion for the combatants of both camps. She traverses the battlefield at the risk of her own life, not worried about the bullets and the shells that whistle around her. Oh, she got some dodging skills. The dispensary of Martha Calugaro worked was spared by the bombings. 1919-1920. Martha comes to the aid of Vladoviste's inhabitants, who had been harshly tested by the war. February 27, 1920. Exhausted by the tough work that she took upon herself for 4 years, Martha Calugaro died at her residence. One of her last good deeds was to pay with her own funds the trip to the sea of a sickly child. Which I guess is the innkeepers, Hosannas. And this is her grave. Her grave is the object of immediate devotion. The faithful who go to pray there mention several cases of recovery. It must be noted that Vladovice is one of the rare Catholic villages in a primarily Orthodox area. The installation of an official pilgrimage to Martha's grave would allow the strengthening of the links that unite your religious community. Martha Calugaro posthumously received the Medal of the Order of the Star for her conduct during the war. Okay. Don't have anything underlined. Let's enhance the photo. Yeah, for now I'm doing just like just for fun, let's say. Later I'll probably have to do for real, but I don't know how that's gonna go. We have to find like strange apparitions in the photos. Yeah, this is going to have a lot of reading. Look at this beautiful face. Look at this beautiful frown. Okay, we're done with this.
This biography cannot be objective, of course, but it helps to capture Martha's personality. It's about time I seriously started my investigation.
Oh boy, it's time to get serious. Yeah, her file is now here. Bible does not offer us any chips. Objectives. A great genius packmaster visits Martha's grave, contact the parish priest. Okay. Let's see. Oh. I thought I was going to read the Bible. Another Bible. Yeah, it's very solid. Cannot go to bed, so let's go to...
This must be the room of Janos Peckmester. Smells of tobacco. My next door neighbor is a heavy smoker.
Oh boy. Let's see if we can find anything about the other rooms.
I have no business being here.
Okay, fine, Mr. Polite. Cannot go further? Go to the parlor.
Hello, Father. Delighted to meet you.
Oh?
I'm Janos Peckmester, assistant professor in the medieval history department at the University of Alba Iulia.
Father Arno Moriani of the Congregation of Rites.
I won't ask you what you've come here for. The whole village is aware of it.
And you? What brings you to Vladiviste?
I'm verifying some locations and doing a little excavation at the Castle of Twilight on the heights near the village.
That must be fascinating. Is the structure well preserved?
Before the war, it was in perfect condition. Unfortunately, it suffered enormously during the 1916 counteroffensive.
Look, Linkster, if you're calling it for everyone being a vampire, eventually you're gonna be right on some of them. There seems to have been some fierce fighting in the Vladoviste. Yeah, stretch real good.
Between us, it was a terrible defeat for the Romanian army. Without its allies' help, Romania would never have obtained Transylvania.
I hope that the word of peace will grow over all these
We
ruins.
can hope so.
I was in the war as a priest medic in the Italian army. I was at Asiago and Caporetto.
As for me, I prefer forgetting all those years.
That's the wise thing to do. I wish I could do the same.
Do you want to meet me tomorrow at the Castle of Twilight? You can see the ruins from the village. To get up there, go through the crossroads of the Broken Oak.
That would be a great pleasure.
So it's that place that I looked over the mountains? I hope so. Hey, can I read your book? Whoa, I can. Transylvania, History of a Reconquest. New Patriotic Publishing House. Free page. What a doorstopper indeed. Before the Great War, Transylvania was reduced to the status of a province in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Romanian-speaking, this beautiful region was not attached to the Kingdom of Romania, and was suffering under foreign yoke. As the war broke out, Romania naturally chose to ally itself with France and England against the Central Empires, Germany and Austro-Hungary. As early as 1916, the Romanian army had entered Transylvania and took Brasov. But the enemy had at its disposal overwhelming means. Germany and Austria responded with forces much greater in number. Our army then executed a strategic withdrawal, punctuated by the battles of Marasesti and Vladoviste. The latter town was largely destroyed by artillery fire. This is the Castle of Twilight, near Vladoviste. It was a theater of heroic fights where mounted troops distinguished themselves. Ooh, we have a lot of warriors here. At last, 1918 saw the final victory of the Romanian army, aided by the heroic Legion of Transylvanian Volunteers. That's such a... It started as an impressive name, Legion of Transylvanian Volunteers. It just dive bombs on the awesomeness of the name. Okay. The unification of Transylvania with Romania was solemnly proclaimed in Alba Iula in December 1st, 1918. Our United Nations pushed back without difficulty on one last invasion attempt, that of the Bolsheviks in 1919. May our motherland be always great and strong, and may, in the centuries to come, the valleys of Transylvania resound with the echoes of this glorious song. I will pretend to know how to sing this. Awaken, Romanian, shake off thy dead slumber, induced by criminal tyrannies. Priests, raise a cross, because our army is Christian, the border is liberty, and its goal is holy. We'd rather die in battle than live against slaves on our ancestral land.
Don't be fooled. This book is just propaganda. Falkenhayn and Mackensen beat the Romanian army flat out, you see. In December 1915, they entered Bucharest. If it hadn't been for the intervention of France and the Allies, there'd be no more Romania.
Yeah, I noticed they're oozing patriotism there. Okay, anything else in this room? Shall we okay, no, can't you go through here? So let's check the books. Oh, check the picture. Ball in red and black. Is this going to be stored as document? Like all those pictures? History lessons indeed. Hi Firefin, this is the first time I see. Whoa, what is this? Ball in red and black, Marcus Delinker. I can actually read small details, huh? Hi Firefin, it's first time I see you around a non-phonetic string. What a pleasant surprise. It's just a shame that you miss all the other Draculas, and those had a lot of good moments. But I hope we can make something out of this too. Okay, whoa. Let's check a book. Let's have a cutscene for the book. Yay, we learned everything. That's just one page of this book that really matters. Murder of Vladovich. The perpetrator avoids justice. The Inn of Crime. Ooh, it's getting already spooky. I was in a room in Vladovich Inn's that Johann Hartner, a native of Budapest, savagely murdered his wife during a stormy night. The perpetrator submitted to arrest without resistance. The penitentiary authorities revealed that he hanged himself in his cell to escape the justice of men. His travel companion and presumed accomplice is still on the run. The police are actively searching for him. Yeah, this game just raised the bar a lot. Okay, let's see other books. Oh my god, I can go through each year. Oh my god! I can go through each year.
The Monte Septimanal. That's a regional weekly. The issues are bound, classified by year.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Nothing much happened that year.
Okay, I guess not every year is going to be eventful for us. But we still have a lot to go. Let's clear the first line. Just play the cutscenes. Yeah, let's use the power of escaping.
To focus my research instead of randomly consulting documents.
Wait, you're telling me this now? Oh my god. Let's read all of them.
It'd be better for me to focus my research instead
It's
of randomly consulting
1877! We didn't consult this one!
It'd be better for me to focus my research.
I clicked 1880.
It'd be better for me.
Oh my god. Okay, first line is done.
It'd be better for me.
We didn't read this one! Arnold, what the hell are you talking about?
It'd be
The
better
power
for
of
me.
his... I guess it's really telling me that, you know, there's nothing else here and you should stop. But no, we're reading all of them. Now we're reading all of them.
It'd be better.
We're going to hunt all of them. Yeah.
It'd be better for me. It'd be better.
Oh, we found something. We found something. The meeting of Transylvanian Society for Encouragement of Romanian Poetry. Great find. Splendors of the Past. The famous painting Ball in Red and Black by Deliker is inspired by a great celebration given at the castle at the end of the 18th century. It's the same thing. Just black and white in a newspaper. The End of an Era. The Death of Vladovich / Lord. You mean Lord Dracula? Dun dun dun. From the Castle of Twilight, one enjoys a magnificent view of the valley below. Dead without hair, the last descendant of the Dragoman family. Consider Dracula comes from Dragon, this totally sets off flags. Bequeaths his castle and goods to a charitable organization, the Vesnici Foundation. Oh my god. The romantic image of the Castle of the Twilight is forever linked to the name of Vlad Tepes. Yep. Who had the fortress enlarged in the 15th century, as well as to the splendid celebrations that his successive owners gave there up until these very recent years. Okay, good find. Back to the hut. I actually love that there's actually 3 cutscenes for reading the same books. Okay, we skip 1905. Oh! The Vesnici Foundation opens a dispensary in Vladoviste. The new Vladoviste dispensary benefits from the latest advances in science. The Foundation administrations have entrusted Dr. Martha Calugaro with managing the establishment. This modern young woman of renowned competence will have the mission of caring for the population while pursuing ambitious research in the area of blood circulation. Hydroelectric power in our mountains. With the support from the Vesnici Foundation, the Messiah Corporation has just completed the construction of a factory, producing electricity with the help of water wheels. In the course of the year, domestic power service will be provided to all the populated areas in the valley. Nice. 1907. We're almost ending this.
It'd be better for...
No, let's consult all of them. We're not stopping now. There's only 4 left. Oh, Dr. Calugaro rewarded. The International University of Motown has awarded its annual prize to Miss Martha Calugaro, doctor at the Vladoviste Dispensary. Miss Calugaro is the first woman to receive this distinction, which she has deserved for her work on blood conservation. Obituary. Mistress Ilga Marescu, her mother, Leo and Aria Cortario, her son and daughter-in-law, her entire family, all her friends and relations, are sad to inform you of the passing of Maria Marescu, which occurred on October 15, 1913, at the age of 40. The religious service will take place at the St. Demetrius Church in Vladoviste. My condolences. Wait, it's missing 5 years here. We are in 1920, why is missing 5 years?
It's the last volume. The paper interrupted publication during the war.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, we got all those documents. Bible doesn't have anything to say to us. Let's save. Okay, where should I go next? Should I try to go to the cemetery? Oh, don't need to talk to the phone. Innkeeper's not here. Let's get out. Hope the dude with the red ring is not out to ambush us. Let's go over there. Yeah. Yeah, this game is supposed to have Dracula in here somewhere. But we're going to have to read a lot to meet Dracula, apparently. Okay, here we are at the cemetery. Call it right now, you're Dracula. Oh my god. We are Dracula's successor. Wait, there's a plaque here. He will receive neither glory nor wealth, but the rest of the body and peace of the soul. Let's go. Gravekeeper. Let's check some of these graves. Alina Maria Giorgio. Died 20 years old. Pray for me, for I have sinned. Caution Bruter. Turn back to Dutch. Luana Gregorio. Silent for eternity. Gregorio and Georgio. Very similar names. Daniela Sawa Morario. 42 old. Okay, just make sure this one is not a zombie. Let's talk to the Gravekeeper. David Morario. I'm almost reading this David Moriarty. No, Morario. You who read for this description, pray for me, poor sinner. Why you call it a sinner? Nothing I have done is worth crying for, and my death itself deserves not a single tear. Wow! Doesn't even have a name. Always faithful. Cesara, my so sweet daughter, who lived 5 years and 5 months. Oh. Daniel Sabesco, 1820. Why slit your belly open, old mother? Why beat your chest? No one escapes death. What? Georgette Vulpesco. My parents celebrated with joy my first birthday, but it was to be my only one. Wow. Are these all children? Oh my god, I'm feeling... Luciana Hartner, 1870. Whoa! Game of the Sun cutscene is scaring me more than anything else right now. Except that dog. Luciana Harter, 1870. HMGA. Rui Monumento Dolus Malus Abesto. May this tomb be preserved from all misfortune. Oh, I can use something here. I don't think I have anything to use. I like the cross. Okay, I can't store it. Just pick this and try to use it to no avail. Yeah, let's pray a bit, because I don't pray like that. Whoa! Jump scares! Okay, wow, there is a lot to explore in this cemetery. Let's talk to the Gravekeeper.
Hey, sir! How do you do? I'm Father Arno Moriani of the Sacred Congregation of Rites.
Ah, you're the one come for our Martha. Welcome, Father. I'm Jordan Michu, gravedigger and sexton of the parish.
Nice to meet you. Could I speak to the parish priest?
Father Gregorio Nijescu, he left for the south on a cure. He was real tired. Especially after the death of Martha, she helped him a lot with his good works. The bishop hasn't found a replacement yet, so once again we got no priest, like during the war.
Is it possible to contact Father Gregorio?
He left a phone number. Ask for Costanza 135.
Okay, you guys got that? I'm gonna need you to take notes. Did you know Dr. Martha Calugaro well?
Sure, I knew her. She was a darn good doctor, with all due respect. And she had guts. She saved a lot of folks during the war. And then, young Ariel, that everybody was sure had an evil eye cast on him and was sure to die. That ain't all.
Yes?
She works miracles.
Explain that to me.
Weren't for her, I'd have the back all busted. 'Cause, let me tell you, she heals even better since she died. That's why people go to her grave and light candles there.
I just hope she had guts. Well, I wonder if she still has her guts. I visit Dr. Maria Floresco.
Oh, she's real pretty, but as a doctor, don't tell her father, but she ain't up to our Martha. She couldn't do anything for my backache. But luckily, I leaned on Martha's gravestone and said 3 prayers, and the next day I was cured.
I'll leave you. You seem to have a great deal of work.
Well, with all due respect, Father, I gotta move the old ones to make room for the newcomers.
Okay, bye. Let's see what else you have. Oh, more stairs. More stairs! Okay, it's asking me to watch this. Not to climb up.
There's a wooden church, typical of the region. What luck that the bombing spared it.
Okay, let's climb up the stairs. Where that damn raven was. Graves. Imola Danielesco. Andrei Pietro. Daniel Georgiou. Priest of the Catholic Church, dead in 1833. Okay, there was a Georgiou down there. Remember that. Pure Heart, dead in his prime, killed by doctors. Real. Hosanna. Wait, excuse me? I hope it's just like the same name. But wasn't the innkeeper called Hosanna? Pensador Morario. Cyprian Gregorio. There was another Gregorio down there. Paul Martinescu. Well, let me check my dialogues. Wow, it stores a lot. If it stores like all 3,000 pages of the Bible, it's bound to... Back here, Hosanna, yes! She was called Hosanna. Burial plot for sale. Oops. More over here. É Hosanna. Ah. Karina Martinescu. Mariano Marescu. Alexandro Templar. Died gored by his cattle as he was feeding them. Whoa! Man, those are some cruel deaths here. I don't know the family name of the innkeeper. But two Hosannas... Orion Gregorio Radu Parlaria. Have a good rest, my good man. Roxana Praetorian. Thomas and Raquel Praetorian. Yes, that's a lot of people. Because that's a lot of people for the war. Okay, cannot investigate this grave? What was a grave like? Okay, no, it's not this one. Let's go further in. Oh, this is the cutscene, and the raven was here. Yep. Oh wait, no, that's not a raven. That's just a pine.
Hey!
Hello. My name is Ionel.
Hello, son. I am Father Arno.
You're the one who's come to get Martha into heaven?
Oh, I'm not the one who decides that, you know. I'm just here to question people to find out who she was.
So, did you know Martha well?
She gave injections. When I was little, that scared me. But she always gave me candy afterwards. She was nice. And she's even nicer since she's dead.
Is that so?
Wow!
Explain that to me.
She protects people. When you go to some bad spot in the middle of the night, you have to repeat 3 times, Saint Martha, protect me, and nothing will happen to you. The gravedigger told me that. And also, when you burn a candle on her grave, you can make a wish.
Have you made one?
I asked Martha to send me a friend to play with. I had one, but he died. And then another one, but he left, so now I'm bored.
Okay, I just hope you didn't do anything to those friends of yours. You creep me out, you little child. Do you know Dr. Maria Floresco?
She's beautiful. You can see she's a lady from the city. She's the one who gives injections now. She gave one to me, but I'm not scared anymore.
Okay, what's that in your hand? Is that just a stone? Can I see it?
I asked Martha to send me a friend to play with.
The whole town became a better place since she died! Yay! I guess she wasn't worth that much while alive, huh? Or poor Auntie Monteano, who perished in 1840 in a terrible fire. This still covers a child whom death took away too soon. Adultizador, no date. Okay, let's... Oh, this is not her grave. This is her grave. Let's check this. Oh. Oh, I can check the plaques, the candles. What is this? To the regretted Dr. Martha Calogero, in testimony of the esteem and respect of her colleagues, the Bucharest Academy of Science. To Martha Calogero, Knight of the Star, in honor of the courage and her devotion during the war, the Chancellery of the Order. Martha Calogero, 1871-1920. To Martha, our guardian angel, the parishioners of Vladoviste. And there's quite a bit of candles here. Okay, can I go in?
It's closed.
Damn it. Gravekeeper, do we have a key over there?
Hey, sir!
This here is the corner of the Great Plague. These folks been here since 1780, so we can stuff them into a communal grave. They'll keep each other warm.
Sure.
This here...
Okay, never mind, you don't have a key. So, did I cross an objective? Visit Martha's grave. Okay, now it's telling me to open the Bible. So, let's go open the Bible. Bible says, and they rolled a stone against the entrance of the tomb and went away. I think that was sealing in the original, right? Sealing a tomb. Are we supposed to like roll a stone into a tomb to open it? Crash it open? Don't think that's actually what it wants to do, but I need to question it.
It's closed. It's closed.
Wait, I can check this? Ovo Pesco. Must have been a rich one to get a grave like that. Or maybe they actually like her. Actually like him more than Martha.
Fragrant flowers, a thorny stem. It's a wild rose bush.
Good! Now we know this is a rose. Oh wait, we can actually pick the rose. Just need some gardening tools. Okay, let's get out of the cemetery for now. Ah yes, cutscenes are coming up and downstairs. They're nice. At least I don't have to like play a cutscene to outside out of this game. I can just do it. Ooh. We also saw no trace of the man of the red ring. Was around here, they can't investigate over here. Just let's try talking to Dr. Floresco again.
Come in! It's open!
See if she has something new to talk. Some members of the parish say they were cured after praying to Saint Martha.
In fact, I did observe several spontaneous cures. But, you know, this sort of thing happens relatively frequently. Spontaneous does not necessarily mean miraculous. Everything is possible.
Okay. Then we look for something here.
This isn't the right time.
Fine.
This isn't the right time.
Fine. Remember that there is firewood here. The dog still there? Is he still awake?
Fidel, lie down.
Okay.
The treatment room.
Come
It'll
on.
be better.
Okay, that's just some new dialogue. That dog scared me. I don't like him. Okay, let's try talking to Ozana. Oh, what are you working a sweat over there for? I met a young boy named Yonel.
Always hanging around outside, if that ain't a shame. Of course, he's got no more parents. Lives with his uncle, who barely takes care of him.
I was admiring the pictures that decorate your room.
Yeah, they're beautiful, that's for sure. But my late husband said they were just copies, not very valuable.
Okay, that's all.
That's the outbox. What a delicious looking basket. I see the...
Oh, let's ring the bell.
There's
She's
no
here.
point.
Oh, you're too polite, Arnold. Talk to the historian. The 3-page door stopper.
Do you want to meet me tomorrow at the Castle of Twilight? You can see the ruins from the village. To get up there, go through the crossroads of the Broken Oak.
That would be a great pleasure.
Contact the parish priest. Do we... Oh, right, we have to call. Video conference, go!
Number, please.
Constanza 135.
Line. You're connected. Greenleaf Rest Home. Good day.
Could I speak to Father Grigoriu Nigescu, please? This is Father Arno Moriani.
One moment, I'll see.
This is Father Gregorio Najesco.
Hello, this is Father Arno
Oh.
Moriani. I belong to the Sacred Congregation of Rites, and I'm investigating the case of the late Martha Caligaro.
Ah, yes, I'm aware of that.
I guess you don't have a video conference this time because you don't know how he looks like. So you can't just use your imagination to fill in the blanks. How is your health, Father?
Not very good, actually, since you ask. But what good does it do to talk about it? Prayer is my only comfort.
What do you think of Martha Caligaro?
She was a good Christian, courageous, charitable, and she attended Mass regularly. I appreciated her a great deal.
May I ask you, without beating about the bush, if you consider Martha Caligaro a saint?
Some of my parishioners think so. The diocese realized that and asked for the case to be opened. Myself, I don't know. Things like that are way beyond me, you know.
Goodbye, Father Gregorio. I wish you a good rest.
Goodbye, Father Arno.
Well, I think I've done enough for this first day at Vladiviste. It's time to go to bed.
Okay, you heard the man. Time to go to bed. But I want you to speak. I want you make one call. Once obrigante.
You're connected.
Yes, video conference. It still
This is
exists.
Father Arno Moriani.
The village currently has no priest. Do you think I should celebrate Mass in the church?
It would seem self-evident, but the diocese might object. I'd rather not run the risk. Unless circumstances force you to. If you had to celebrate a funeral mass, for example.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
Okay. I wish you a good night, too. I'm going to sleep. Let's go. No, let's go to James' room.
It's not polite to burst in on people this way.
No one is there.
I have no business being...
One is out there. Okay, back to your room.
Wow, I'm dead tired. Got to go directly to bed.
I hope don't wake up dead. Dead rested.
Luciana,
Johan, may I come up?
come. Luciana,
Johan.
is it really you? I can't believe it. Come to me.
What just happened? Let's run to the very solid vocal audio. No. Go looking through the window. Just open the door. Oh my god! She was a vampire!
Oh, Lord, free me from night terrors. What a strange nightmare. I think I need to refresh my ideas. What if I went to visit Janos at the castle?
I guess it was all just a dream. And new mail? No.
I really would like to move this wardrobe.
Oh Oh boy! Oh boy! Yeah, we now know there's a secret door in here. That's why it felt so out of place. Let's check.
This is a particularly heavy piece of furniture. No way to just slide it.
Oh, you're weak, Arnold. Jonathan Harker would have moved it in an instant. Or just played a cutscene where it moved by itself.
I have something to tell you.
Huh? Hosanna? What's up?
Mr. Stefan Luca, a reporter from the city, arrived here this morning. He's in the parlor. He sort of told me to kind of tell you he'd like to talk to you.
A reporter? Very well, I'll go.
Wait, Father. I also wanted to tell you. I have to make up the room to the right of yours for Mr. Luca. And maybe it's dumb, but I don't dare go in it anymore.
Oh? Why's that, Hosanna?
Well, it's like it was kind of cursed.
Really?
Oh?
What makes you think that?
Spot. The black spot. The more I rub, the less it goes away. And then the crucifix. It falls down on its own.
Come. What can I do to reassure you?
Please, put the cross back in place. I don't dare touch it. And bless the room. That way, I'll be able to go in it to do the housework.
Oh boy. We're getting somewhere. To be fair, it's a pretty solid water. Shit, you're right. Okay, Bible. This is going to be cursed. Please give me your blessings. Keep your word. Okay. Well, that's easy. And what do we have here? This is another solid wardrobe. I can't tell if it is. Oh, I see the shadow of the crucifix on the wall. But what is the black spot she mentions? I bet it's hidden behind the painting. Over here first. I hope it's not about this door, right?
This bolt was forced a long time ago.
Oh? Oh my god, violin strings. Ooh, this is the door to my room. Yeah. Okay, let's check this. The painting. One more document. Tower of Babel. Brief self. Oh, I guess it's a date. Wait, why is it CCCCC? Shouldn't be a G. Anyway, keep for later. Wash. Can't open the drawer. The crucifix in the black spot.
That frightens Hosanna so much.
Let's take crucifix. That's... What? Oh, the two. Wait. Why was it...
Gloria Patri, e Filio, e Spiritui Sancto, sicut erat in principio, et nunc, et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Okay. I'm just worried that the crucifix was like upside down, so maybe I have to, you know, put it back in another way. Yeah, put it here. Oh. Really want to put it there, huh? Not follow this spot in the wall. Okay, let's turn around and have this crucifix follow us. Still there. Okay, we out.
Hosanna, I put the crucifix back in place and said a prayer. Are you reassured?
Thank you, Father. Thanks a lot. I'll be able to fix up the room.
Have anything
Can I
else?
do something for you, Father?
No, thank you, Hosanna. I don't need anything for the time being.
Okay. Let's hope nothing horrible happens while you're down there. Because the new thing of the room. Oh, she already went in.
Hosanna's cleaning up. Let's not bother her.
I'd like to be safe, just in case. Oh, hi! Yeah, let's take a good look at yourselves in the mirror. Make sure the cross is attached firmly. Alright, let's go meet the reporter.
I was expecting you. Delighted to meet you, Father. Concerning Martha, I mean Dr. Calugarl, it's very important that you know. She was murdered.
What are you saying?
Yes. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Stefan Luca, journalist. It's a good thing that you're here. Since the departure of Father Gregoriou, this village really needed a priest.
Yet I didn't come to replace him.
Of course, I know why the Vatican has sent you, for Martha's canonization. But I want to talk with you about something else. There's something much more serious. Martha, well, she was killed for defying evil. My God, I should have helped her more. I wrote an article, but he prevented me from publishing it. He's very powerful, you know. Martha was not his first victim.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Are you skeptical? I was too. But read this letter that Martha sent me 3 months before her death.
Okay, first, I thought what he had in his hand was a gun. Second, wait, how are you holding? If you okay, never mind. Second, you have the most evil looking goatee. Like, you have the most evil looking facial hair in this place. I say you're evil. Oh, the 3-page history books here. Checking at my own convenience. Let's read the letter. Dr. Marfa Calugaro, Vladovich Dispensary, to the attention of Stefan Luca, journalist for the Vale Telegraph, November 20, 1919. Sir, I read your last letter with a certain irritation, I must admit. Let's see. The people I am telling you about are afraid to fall asleep, hear voices, walk in their sleep, and present strange... Oh no, afraid to fall asleep is one thing, hear voices, walk in their sleep, and present strange stigmata. Finally, and most importantly, they die of a devastating and inexplicable anemia. Anemia, I don't know how to say that in English. And you believe that it's simply a matter of nervous affliction? Even Professor von Kruger, so conventional in his approach, admitted that it was something else than a nervous disorder. I'll send you the medical files. Please examine them and you will change your opinion. Please believe me, a strong force is at work and there will be in great need of allies that will be able to counter it. Sir, please accept my sincerest greetings. Marfa Calugaro. Is there anything else to this letter? Is it possible there is something wrong here?
Here are the notes Martha kept. Once you've read the file on each victim, you'll be convinced. I'm sure.
Marian Maresco Prada, roadmender, has lived alone since the death of his wife. Not very sociable. Strong, no previous medical history. September 1913, found unconscious while working near the Broken Oak Crossroads. October, blood analysis, noted anomaly. I'll get in touch with Professor von Kruger. Late October, repeated transfusions. The patient declares himself cured. 2 days later, was found dead on his bed, drained of blood. I'll start writing an article on the case with Professor von Kruger. We think we have identified Neal syndrome, the P anomaly. The professor wished that I begin systematic tests on the town's population. Cedric Maliskal, schoolboy, orphan. April 1916, the child complains of nightmares, sleepwalking, sedative prescribed. June, anemia symptoms observed, blood test, P anomaly present, blood transfusions, improvements, then relapses. July, noted hematoma on the neck. I'm very worried. Child held at the dispensary. I seek the help of G. We take all precautions. Alas, I fall asleep during my shift. The child dies. I contact the police. Reply, due to the threat of war, no one's available. No investigation. Unknown young woman. Amnesic young woman left on the roads by the war. God knows how she arrived in our village. October 1919. I met the young woman close to the cemetery. Shivering with cold. Took her to the dispensary. Gave her food. Routine test. P anomaly found. I noticed several blue marks. No clear wounds, but strange hematoma on the neck. Police alerted. There is no reaction. She comes to see me. We apply the traditional method, but the young woman leaves as soon as the dispensary surveillance lightens up. She roams aimlessly around the village at night. November. The young woman is found dead at the cemetery, near the grave with the wild rose bush. Drained of her blood. Police finally come to the scene, but the investigation is botched. Inspector Lupar's conclusion. The victim died of cold. This is shameful. I must do something. Okay, we're going to check that place again, I guess. Ariel Vulpesco, Osana's son. Father dead, intelligent but spoiled and turbulent. His mother forgives him everything. January 1920, mother concerned. The child's not well. The P anomaly detected a test done a few months earlier did not show anything. I choose not to fight. I send the child to the seaside, far from here. February. Good news, the child has recovered. No relapse. He must stay there. I'm happy, but still worried. Who will be the next victim? I'll not be able to send them all away. I must tackle the root of evil. Oh boy. Here the big G comes. Or should I call him the big V?
The documents you showed me are astonishing. However, I'm surprised Dr. Calugaro entrusted you with them. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all.
Medical secrecy is a secondary issue when human lives are at stake. Think of it. The identified victims are just the latest ones. Martha was convinced that there were many others over the past years. No, the past centuries. She wanted me to alert public opinion, but the editors of my paper were pressured. Our enemy is very influential. We have to do something.
Let's see. I agree that these files are very disturbing, but we can't take the place of the police.
Martha contacted them a number of times, to no result.
Perhaps they didn't take her seriously. We should call back to explain the situation calmly.
The police, once again, didn't do their job. Call them, and you'll see.
That would seem to be the most reasonable course, if you don't have any objection.
Go right ahead. The telephone is in the next room. When you realize the ineffectiveness of the police, come back to see me.
Okay, but for now, I actually, I just woke up. I want to have some breakfast. I'm hungry here. I'll call the police later. As for me, I'll try to do the same, except I didn't wake up just now. So I'll take a small break. I want to grab a snack, and I'll be right back. See you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. And here also Arnold stands. I've had his... What are the... Damn it, I had a joke ready for this. Oh. Well, I'm sorry I ruined your joke, Fire thing, you took too long. But yeah, here Arnold lies, having had his faith synthesis. Now we're ready to proceed. Let's call the police. Whoa, 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 this wasn't here before. There's a dragon on the wall.
I can't borrow this without permission.
Oh my god. Are we gonna have that dragon Boros? Is that going to make an appearance in this game? Oh, I miss a dragon Boros. Anyway, calling the police.
Number, please.
The police! Look at the emphasis. Like, no number, I changed my mind, sorry for the trouble. Vatican 65, Constanza 134. The police! Okay, the police! Yes!
Yes. Put me
Play
through to the
Roxanne,
police station
please!
in charge of Lata Vista, please.
Just one moment, please. You're connected.
Provincial Police, what is it?
This is Father Moriani. Well, several people died in Vladoviste in mysterious circumstances.
Vladoviste? You have the wrong department. You have to contact the Transylvania Regional Brigade. Ask for Inspector General Brutar at Alba Euler 22.
Wow. They can't even like transfer calls to another department. Okay, let's try this again.
Number, please.
Alba Euler 22.
Hold the line.
This is Inspector Brutar.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. I belong to the Sacred Congregation of Rites. I've come to Vladiviste to investigate the case of Martha Caligaro in view of her eventual canonization.
Martha Caligaro? I remember her well. Always bothering my men with unbelievable stories and groundless complaints. She wasn't a bad woman, but she had a screw loose.
I'll note your opinion. Inspector, I'm calling because my investigation has revealed several suspicious deaths, which all occurred in Vladoviste. They could very well be murders.
Give me the names of the supposed victims.
Marian Marescu, dead in October 1913, Celdric Maliskal in July 1916, and an unidentified young girl who died in November 1919.
I see exactly what you're talking about. Wasn't it a certain Stefan Luca who transmitted this information to you?
Well, that is...
Of course it's him. Don't believe anything he tells you. He's just been fired by his newspaper. He's just a troublemaker. Father Moriani, I have to warn you. Our country is currently in the grip of a certain agitation. And the Catholic minority isn't viewed very positively by certain political groups. So, if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't prolong my visit to Transylvania.
Thank you for your advice, but you understand that I can't leave without carrying out my mission.
I'm not sure if I want to mess up with the guy with this first line. So first I'll ask, have you any reason to think Dr. Martha Caligaro was murdered?
None.
Did a physician examine her body?
Certainly not. Why bother? Her death wasn't at all suspect.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I'll talk to this
Go
then.
on. I'm listening.
Well, we have 3 individuals dead in the same region and in the same manner, drained of their blood. That would suggest the work of some perverted criminal, wouldn't it?
No, believe me. It would suggest, rather, that your informant is bored and has a fertile imagination.
Goodbye, Inspector. The police think that Martha was mad. Her case doesn't look good, but it's out of the question for me to close the file without digging deeper. Let's go back to the journalist to question him.
Yep, police are useless. The trope is on full effect here. I just give us a chance to be the investigators. I can take that. But yeah, as Phil mentioned, we have to check if we still have our reflection.
Good. Did you call the police? Are you convinced that they won't do a thing? Then we can go on to serious matters. Read these 2 letters and tell me what you think of them.
More? Dr. Martha Calgaro, Valdovich Dispenser, Introduction Stephen Luke, journalist from the Valley Telegraph. December 10th. The first one is November 10th, right? Yeah, November 20th. December 10th, 1919. Stefan, so, your article was rejected. Thank you for your courageous attempt. Unless I see now that we must find a different solution. I will speak to you about it in person. To answer your question, please know that I was never interested in vampire legends prior to my arrival in Vladoviste. When little Cedric was at his worst, it was our friend G who helped me implement the traditional measures, the garlic and the protective circle. I noticed an improvement until that fateful night when I found the window open, the crumbs of host dispersed by the wind and the child dead in his bed. So the protective circle is like that anti-Sea-Bear circle, is that how it works? How could I, after that, harbor the slightest doubt about the enemy we are fighting? Best wishes, Martha Calgaro. And the third letter, December 19th, 1919. I like this date. Oddly satisfying. Oh, how could they make that mistake? Damn it. Dear friend, I thought a lot after our last conversation. Where then is the beast hiding? It has certainly changed its lair since the war. Even if I knew where it was, I would avoid approaching it directly because it keeps on its guard. There is still the path of the dragon left. Title drop! I'm convinced that it will lead me to my goal. I know that you and G do not approve my intentions. No doubt there is danger, but my life is not so precious as to prevent me from risking it for a good cause. I have carefully read the ancient texts regarding your enemy. A few clues lead me to believe that the path begins in Turkey. I plan to go there soon to look for the traces of the dragon. P.S. Upon my return, I will hand to you the file that I have put together on the path of the dragon. If something should happen to me, you'll find it in my case. To find the key, carefully observe the order of the paintings on the wall. Best regards, Martha. No, actually, Dracula is actually derived from dragon. Dracul.
Vampires, hosts. My lord, I must elucidate this sorry affair. Let's subject Stefan Luca to some methodical questioning.
Okay.
The letters you showed me raise a lot of questions. First of all, what exactly does the term vampire signify?
Vampire, vampire, upir, upir, brucolacus for the Greeks. Do these words really evoke nothing for you?
To tell you the truth, they do. I seem to recall reading something about these, creatures. So, if I understand right, Martha tried to drive them back with a communion host ground into a powder?
That's right. With the crumbs from the host, she drew a protective circle.
Tell me, was the host consecrated?
I suppose so.
Did Father Gregoriou know that this sort of activity was going on in his parish?
the best would be for you to ask him the question.
Yeah, Firefin, that was kind of explained in the previous games that Dracula and Dragon are, you know, the same thing. Dracula is related to Dragon something. Don't remember all the details, but that was the gist of it. Okay. According to you, Vladovish is threatened by a vampire in the 20th century.
That's the frightful reality.
And why don't the residents do something to rid themselves of a curse like that?
Because they're resigned and submissive. To vanquish evil, you have to be strong.
Are you quite sure that Martha didn't die a natural death?
She wasn't that old.
Overwork, perhaps?
Come on, she was in perfect health. Just before she died, she was still hiking in the mountains.
You know, there are other reasons to die while hiking the mountains. Oh, don't worry about that, Firefin. I'll just, you know, explain things that went in that happened in the previous game. Just so you get a little caught up. Why do you have such a negative opinion of the police?
Since the war, we've changed our nationality and our official language. One thing hasn't varied: the ineffectiveness of the police. Worse, I think they've sold out to our enemy. I have reason to believe they wanted to intimidate Martha, or even worse.
Have you spoken of vampires with Janos Speckmaster, our neighbor?
Yes, we chatted over a glass of Tsuika, our local prune brandy. Janos is a great lad, very cultured, but he has a rare lack of imagination.
Did you speak about this with Dr. Florescu, who took over from
Young
Martha?
Maria? No, I didn't want to frighten her. I don't think she can help us in any case. Father, help me resume the task that Martha began. With a priest at my side, I'd feel stronger.
It's not so simple. You see, this affair is really not in my purview.
I don't want to get involved in this. Bye. Alrighty, bye. Bye, I'm out. I'm walking. I'm walking
I
out.
have to question Father Grigoriou about this sinister story of vampires.
Do we have to? Okay, Bible. What is your guidance? I told your disciples to cast this demon out, and they could not do it. I see. Next. Remember now, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the upright destroyed? For they poured out the blood of saints and prophets, and you have given blood to drink. For they poured out the blood of saints and prophets, and you have given them blood to drink. They deserve it. Okay. Wait, what is this? Original document Vatican. Original document Vatican. Part of the Vatican is just a close up of her face. Original document in, but oh, it actually shows the rooms that we got them from. Well, except this dude is in there now. Oh no, wait, it was when he was there. Where was the... What? Oh no, okay. The war. Apparently I got this from a ghost. Sure. You can also tag documents for... Assign this tag to the selected document if you believe that it's related to the path of the dragon. Oh my god. There are 7 stages to the path of the dragon, wow. Okay. Alright, let's call the Father Gregorio.
Number, please.
Father Gregorio.
Greenleaf Rest Home. Good day.
Could I speak to Father Grigoriu Nigescu, please? This is Father Arno Moriani.
One moment, I'll see.
This is Father Gregorio Nigescu.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. Father, I have to discuss a very delicate subject with you. Please answer my questions very precisely. It's important. Do you know Stefan Luca?
He's a journalist, a friend of Martha's. They developed photographs together.
According to Stefan Luca, Martha Calugaro believed in vampires and engaged in strange rituals.
It's true. And before you ask the question, yes, I helped her.
You
Oh?
do know the position of the church on this subject, don't you?
I know it. And I don't doubt that it's a very reasonable position when you think about the question, seated in an office in Rome. But in Vladoviste, the situation is different.
Do you want me to tell you how things happened?
I went to the dispensary to give extreme unction to Seldrick, a poor child who's wasting away. I uttered a few of the usual prayers, and then I gave Martha the sacred hosts. She used the wafers to draw a protective circle around the sick boy. Was it sacrilege? You're entitled to think so. But the child was going to die in spite of the transfusions. We had to try everything to drive away the creature that was feeding on him. What would you have done in my place?
I know that in spite of all your efforts, you weren't able to save Seldrick.
Fortunately not. 2 nights later, the window opened mysteriously, and the wind blew away the protective circle. Martha found the child dead, with wounds on his neck.
Did you inform the police of Seldrick's death?
Yes, a waste of time.
Did Martha call you for other cases besides
The
Seldrick's?
war began shortly after the child's death. I left the village to serve as an army chaplain. Upon my return, we tried to save a young amnesia victim. The girl seemed possessed. She ripped off the garlic necklaces that we hung on her neck and left her room every night. She didn't survive long. Young Ariel almost died as well. But Martha saved him by sending him away from the village. It was probably the only thing to do.
Oh, Stefan Luca holds that Martha was murdered.
Very likely. I knew she was threatened. I'd offered her a dog to protect her. Now that seems to me to have been laughable. As if a dog could have stopped the enemy she was confronting.
Do you think that enemy was a vampire? A supernatural creature?
An emanation of the devil. If you'd lived a few years in Vladoviste, you wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, that dog scares me off at least.
Martha spoke to me of it. It's a sort of accursed way of the cross, which leads to the source of evil. She embarked upon it against my advice. I wanted to protect her. Oh, I was wrong.
Why is that?
She died fighting. I fled. Today, it is she who has the good part.
Thank you for your frankness, Father. Of course, you realize that after your revelations, Martha will never be canonized.
Yes, of course. What does it matter if she rests in peace?
Another thing, if a direct question is asked, I shall be forced to evoke your part in this business.
So be it. But you should know that my only regret is not to have helped Martha more. In the end, I slipped away. It was cowardly of me.
The Lord is our only judge. I have no wish to condemn you. Goodbye, Father Gregorio. I wish you a good rest.
Goodbye, Father Arno.
All right, now it's time to make my report to Monsignor Briganti.
Okay, I kind of want to talk to Luca some more. Do you have anything else to say?
Father, help me resume the task that...
It's not so...
Oh, you actually didn't have anything else to say. Whoops. So, let's report. Let's report that there is a vampire roaming the streets.
Number,
Of course not. It's taking a weird long time to pick up the phone. And that stomach of his, giving trouble in the worst of times. But nothing bad but have happened, right?
He's not in his office. I'll call back later. Meanwhile, let's go see Janos at the Castle of Twilight. That will give me something else to think about.
Okay, first I want to check on Ozana, see if she's done cleaning the room.
There's nothing more for me to do here.
I guess she's done. So let's try speak to... Where is that? Where is the basket with all the garlic? Uh-oh. May I borrow the dragon you've hung near the telephone?
Sure you can. I don't know where it comes from. Some vagabond brought it to me. I gave him a meal in exchange for it. My way of being charitable, I guess.
Yay! We can have a dragon! What were the circumstances of Martha Calugaro's death?
What I think is she killed herself with work. And anyway, she never ate anything. I always knew her thin as a rail even before the war. When you work a lot without eating, then obviously you're gonna...
I'm puzzled. It seems to me there are many strange deaths in his
Jesus,
village.
Mary and Joseph, oh father, please don't say that. People might think us folks in Vladiviste ain't very proper.
That's all? Okay. Let's take the dragon. Yay! Let's hope this dragon protects us. Alright, back into the streets. Why is it always so gloomy in here? It seems like I didn't even woke up. Guess it was over here. Oh. They're climbing. And when I reach the cemetery, it always plays a bit of a heartbeat. Well, but that's not where we're going, right? It was somewhere broken woke something. Call. Oh, we didn't do that. Let's go to Castle Twilight. Was something Crossroads Broken Oak. I don't know where Broken Oak is. Everything here looks broken already. Let's see if she's around.
No one. I'll come back.
Yeah, she's not around.
Greetings, stranger.
Oh?
Hello. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
I am Luana, the gypsy. Tell me, priest, do you want to know the future?
I'd prefer to ask you about the past and the present.
Did you know Martha Calugaro?
She did not choose an easy path.
And it seems to me there are many strange deaths in this village. I don't know how you know about that, but
From behind the high grass, the wolf observes the flock and carries off the weak and isolated.
As usual, the Oracle speaks in obscure, mysterious terms.
That is because it does not want to lie, nor provoke the anger of the powerful.
yeah, he said it, not me. Nice cards. Let's take a look.
Hey, priest, do you want to play?
Yes, on the condition that we don't wager money.
You want to play for nothing? That's not my custom, but I am curious to see how you manage.
Minigame time! Yes, let's take a quick break for investigation to play
Look
cards.
carefully at your cards before you play.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that this has the same face. Okay, so there is a card with 2 tridents. Card with 1 trident, you want hourglass? Bow tie, I'll call it a bow tie. And a card with 2 bow ties. How are you supposed to play this?
What is the color of the hidden side?
Oh boy. Are you hiding the 2 other cards under your hands? The hidden side is
Pick
black.
up the card. You win.
Yay! Okay, she didn't change the cards yet. It's black
Pick up
again.
the card. You win.
Whoa! This time it's
Pick
still
up
black.
the card. You lose.
Oh. Man, it would be awesome if you could actually see the colors in the cards that are under her hands. I use that to make her guess. Okay, I say it's still black.
Pick up the card. You win.
Yay! Let's go to 5. Alright, it's
Pick up
red.
the card. You lose.
Damage.
I've played enough. I have to concentrate on my mission now.
Oh, Arno. You're too polite.
Examine the dice carefully before you play.
Yeah, let's concentrate on the mission. Whoa! No, I want to drop it. Oh, there we go. Can drop with the other mouse button. So it's a bunch of 7s and 1 on the side. This has a bunch of 3 and 12 on the sides. This has a bunch of 5s. Ah. Then I put them into the cups.
You only throw 1 die.
Fine.
You lose.
What? But I didn't even click play. Okay. Okay, so I have to take I have to get the highest number. Oh, I have to take this cup. I see.
You only throw 1 die.
That.
You only throw 1 die.
How did it? Okay, I guess I click the cup again.
You win.
Give me the 7.
You lose.
Oh. Like if I pick that die with 7, she's going to pick the one with. I got 3 7s. Okay, let me think about this. So I has 4 3s and 2 12s. The 12s will beat any other die, and the 3s will only beat the 1 here. The 5, it will lose to the 12s here and to the 7s here. And the 7s, this die won't lose if it rolls a 1. By itself, it's an automatic loss. But if it rolls a 7, it wins against this. And it wins against the 3 here. I feel like the yellow die is the most risky die. Since it has 2/3 of a chance of a bad roll. That's only going to be saved by this. If this rolls a 1. But she's not gonna play this die because if it has the risk of rolling a 1. If she throws this die, she's safe if I roll 3. If I throw the white die, she's gonna roll the black, because it has bigger chance of a 7. So yeah, best bet is black. I'm gonna pick black.
You lose.
But then I roll a 1, of course.
You win.
I've played enough. I have to concentrate on my mission now.
Fine. We're just salty because you lost. So how do I get to places? Something about crossroads from Broken Oak. Wait. Oh, here? I don't think I have come here. That is a long ass path out of the town. And your attention is immediately attracted to a flag in something. Here in November 1916, the 4th and 5th Infantry Divisions, the 3rd Mountain Brigade, and a detachment of the Legion of Transylvanian Volunteers heroically fought against the troops of an Austro-German coalition. May the blue, yellow, and red, the three colors of the Romanian nation, forever fly over this blessed land. Look at how many graves there are here. Hey, let's hope I don't have to dodge any mines in this terrain. Well, there's plenty of hats here. Okay, now where do we walk to? Well, we walk back to town. Okay, now it's pointing this way.
According to what Janos told me, the crossroads of the Broken Oak ought to be here. I have to keep going straight to get up to the castle.
There is the castle. There is this tree that looks like it has a claw about to cut your head if you pass through. Wait, she came here through this wagon? There is even a bull attached to it. We can check the wagon. Oh, wait.
Bullet holes. On a battlefield, it's typical that the trees be riddled with shot. However, this oak has traces that seem very recent.
Oh boy. Let's hope there aren't any stray bullets. Oh, another bush I can cut. Except I don't have the tools to cut it. Let's keep walking. Oh, we came quite far. What is the town? Can we see it from here? I don't know where the town is. Wait.
Hello, Janos.
Welcome to the Castle of Twilight. These ruins are impressive, aren't they? Imagine this edifice before the war, when the erect ramparts had been standing for centuries. The Dragoman family, which reigned over Transylvania in the heroic age, lived here. Its most famous member was Vlad Tepes, hero of the war against the Turks.
Who was Vlad Tepes?
And a passionate subject to study. I think he's the greatest prince Transylvania ever had.
Although he's a fan of Dracula.
No, the building is much older, but Vlad Tepes enlarged it by adding the outer walls.
Was the castle inhabited before its destruction?
It was lived in until 1900, when the last owner died without any heirs.
Well, he's a smoker, as the smell of his room told us. But what do we have? Oh, another piece of the dragon.
This sundial adorned the entrance to the castle. A bullet shattered it, and a piece is still missing. I searched the whole area without finding it. That's especially annoying.
Wait, how did it find its way to the... How did it find its way to the inn then? Okay, take a look at this a little while. Let's search the rest of the area. Object to take, Rowan berries. Sure.
This tree is a Sorbus acuparia, commonly known as the mountain ash or the rowan tree.
You sure are knowledgeable? Let's take some more. Oh, you're too polite. Oh?
Skeletons. Exposed during the destruction of the ramparts.
They were convicts who died of exhaustion while digging the foundation of the castle. They were buried where they fell, probably so their ghost would guard the place.
You'd expect the prisoners' ghosts to actually haunt the place. I don't know which logic they were using there. I love how this skeleton is smiling at us. Let's see if we can approach
The
this.
drawbridge is destroyed.
Frustrating, isn't it? Ah, if only I had the means to restore it.
The castle must have suffered terrible bombing.
Yes. In addition, the Romanian mountain troops had the dubious idea of storing ammunition here. Obviously, the whole thing blew up.
Well, sure nothing can come out of the castle now, right? Right? Okay, let's put this together.
Gold with a sable wolf, the personal coat of arms of Vlad Tepes.
Vulnerant omnes, ultima necat. All injure. The last one kills.
That refers to ours, doesn't it?
Yes, which gives us a rather gloomy picture of man's fate.
Yeah. Okay, let's put out the last piece. Oh, store the berries.
Dragon. It's the dynastic emblem of Vlad's family. Where did you find it?
A vagabond gave it to Ozana. Perhaps I should return it to her.
No, but its place is here. The person who took it had no right to pillage these ruins.
I must admit, you're right.
Okay, now what do we do with this? We stop looking at it?
Can you hear? The wolves multiplied during the war. Now that peace has returned, they're hungry.
Is that supposed to make me feel uncomfortable here? Do they like berries? Please tell me they do. Oh, you have something else to talk about.
These ruins are impressive.
Oh, you guys don't. Okay, trip's over, bye. Music's getting dramatic. Let's go back to the inn and see if we can talk to... I always forgot the name of the dude.
Number, please.
Monsieur Brigante. Oh, there he is.
Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
How is your investigation going?
A journalist friend of Martha Kelugaro has a strange story to tell. He maintains she was assassinated by a dark power.
What? And what do the police think?
According to them, the reporter is a pathological liar, and Martha wasn't right in the head. As for me, I'm coming to more or less the same conclusions. I have proof that Martha believed in vampires and kept them away with the sacred host.
How could that be? File seemed so serious. What a disappointment. And as for those vampire stories, tell me, was the parish priest aware of this?
Yes.
And he did nothing? Said nothing?
Well, that is...
Don't tell me he took part in these magical rites.
In fact...
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Good heavens. And was he paid for that?
I have no reason to think so. He seemed entirely disinterested and sincere to me. And he's very sick.
Well, rest assured that I don't want to incriminate him personally, but we have to react at once, or people will say the Catholic Church encourages superstition. Stay near your phone, please, Arno. I'll make 2 calls and get right back to you.
Oh boy, someone's screwed.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
Arno, I've informed the Diocese of Albayula. They're stunned and say it's a setup. Are you sure about what you're putting forth?
The testimony of Father Gregorius seems conclusive to me.
How could a priest encourage practices of the sort? That's the crux of the matter. I spoke about it upstairs and learned to my consternation that we're not dealing with an isolated instance here. Believe it or not, this is the 20th century and there's a fresh outbreak of belief in vampires. It's probably connected to the success of certain novels that have troubled impressionable minds. And so, I have new instructions for you.
I suppose that I close the Calugaro file then?
Certainly. And you open another one on vampires.
Oh?
Excuse me?
You heard me right. Study the legend. Demolish it. Prove that it is not based on reality. We'll give your report widespread distribution.
Yes, but hasn't the Church already taken a position on the question?
To be sure. Benedict XIV formally condemned belief in vampires, but that was 2 centuries ago. It's time to bring his message up to date.
What exactly am I to do?
Seek the origins of the myth, but also pay attention to its literary aspects, its recent manifestations. Show that those phenomena that terrorize the naive are either pure fabrication or have explanations that aren't supernatural. Let me insist on one point, Arno. For your research, it's important that you consult the best scientific experts. We need the authority of a doctor and a historian to support your conclusions.
Do you think that a rational discourse can vanquish superstition?
I know the battle is never definitively won, but it must be fought. I hope the task doesn't seem too daunting for you.
Not at all. You're entrusting me with an unexpected job, but a very interesting one. I'll get at it without delay.
I'm counting on you.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
Oh boy, I'm a vampire hunter. I've always dreamed of this. And where am I going to find a historian and a doctor? Do I know anyone in this town that fits the bill? Okay, look at the Vatican is telling me to go hunt vampires. Let's go.
It just so happens that my congregation has ordered me to undertake an inquiry on the vampires.
Inquire? We have to fight!
Suppose they exist. If that's the case, isn't it essential to study them first? Know thy enemy.
Ours is wily and difficult to get at, unless we take the path of the dragon. That was Martha's conviction.
The path of the dragon?
The dragon. The vampire. Dracula. All these names designate our adversary. The path of the dragon leads to his lair. Look at this file that Martha entrusted me with on her return from Turkey. She had established that the path comprised 7 trials. The related documents are sorted in 7 folders.
Wow, she had a lot of stuff to this.
I know that work. It's Raphael's Crucifixion.
Yes, photographed by Martha. According to her, this painting has a connection with the first stage on the Path of the Dragon.
Really? The painting has a hidden meaning?
Martha thought so. She spoke to me of other versions of the same work of art, slightly modified reproductions she examined in private collections. According to her, to understand the hidden message, the original's not enough. It has to be compared to the copies and the variations noted.
Do you have other versions of the painting?
Unfortunately not. Martha gave me this file at the beginning of her research, for she feared her papers would be stolen. Afterwards, we had a falling out, and she didn't transmit anything else to me. I'm certainly lacking some essential pieces.
We're radically changing style, you could say.
This other document is a sketch Martha made of an ancient bas-relief.
The inscription is hard to make out. It vaguely resembles Enochian.
But the drawing is clear. The figure is slashing his veins.
I see the sketch is classified in the first folder with the crucifixion. Is there a connection then between these 2 documents and the first stage of the path?
For Martha, there was no doubt about it. Here's a sketch of another bas-relief, from the same place as the previous one. Martha associated it with the second trial.
There aren't any other documents? Nothing for the 5 last tests?
They're all I have, but I'm sure that Martha found many others, if I'd only been more conciliatory.
Wait, how can I see the rest of the thing? By the way, you have to play Spot the Differences with this magnifying glass, I bet. Oh, there's more. Blood offering. Illegible inscription, probably poorly transcribed. Ox sacrifice. Oh, no bad Jesus the dude that was gored is now lies in the cemetery. Can't read that either. Do I have in my documents now? Yeah. Crucifixion said it was 1, 1, and 2.
Father, we have to follow the path of the dragon.
I don't think that my superiors would appreciate that initiative. However, I promise that I'll think about it.
First, you told me that you had a falling out with Martha.
One day, I found her in a state of shock. She wouldn't tell me anything, but I understood that she had been threatened. I told her she was taking too many risks. She wasn't listening to me, so I got angry. She answered that she'd do without my help, and she never spoke to me again about the path. It was stupid of me. If I'd backed her up all the way, she might still be alive. Today, it's my duty to finish what she began. Alone, if you won't help me.
Why this document gathering, this meticulous classification?
Martha said it was the only way to discover objects and symbols related to each trial. She added that without that knowledge, it was impossible to attain the end of the path.
Where did Martha find her
She
documentation?
haunted public and private libraries. I know that she frequently visited the Alba Iula Museum. It burned shortly after her death. I have a feeling it wasn't by accident.
Oh dear. Have you returned to the dispensary since Martha's death?
I went to give blood at the request of Dr. Maria Florescu.
You didn't try to recover any documents?
What's the point in harassing young Maria? I'm sure there's nothing left of Martha's archives. Our enemy has had plenty of time to destroy them.
Okay, don't tell me you have a crush on Maria, and that's why you don't want to bother her with anything. Please.
Unfortunately, those I know aren't accessible. But I really do need help to assemble the documents about the path.
Historian. Where are you gonna find one? I wonder. Actually, I have two pictures of this. All in red and black. Might be worth checking out later. Oh?
Dr. Florescu came by. She asked for you to go to the dispensary because she needs blood donors, if you're so inclined.
Fine, I'll go there.
I went to visit the ruins of the Castle Twilight.
Did you like that? Me? I never go up there. Anyway, with my legs, it ain't possible anymore.
I bet you keeps in the village.
The swindler, with her cards and her dice. She's cheated many a man. What a scandal.
Do you know if legends about vampires go around the
Those
village?
ain't legends, Father. Begging your pardon, but you shouldn't talk about those things. It brings bad luck. Tell me, Father, do you think Martha will be sanctified?
Do you mean canonized?
Yeah, that's it. I hope she'll be canonized. A saint and a pilgrimage. That's what Vladivista is missing. That'd sure make people come, you know.
I haven't the heart to tell him the truth.
Yeah, sure, she will be. Ouch. Why, what an awkward conversation. Now let's go there. Through the dispensary.
Come in.
Where are you now?
The treatment room.
Oh. I want to go into the treatment room. Why she's not looking?
This isn't the right time.
Goddamn, Charlie, you're too polite. Let's take her chair.
Thank you for stopping by. I noticed that my blood stocks were really insufficient. Would you let me take a sample of yours?
Certainly. I was a priest medic during the war. I saw many lives saved thanks to transfusions.
Oh, so you're a nurse as well. Then you'll be able to do it yourself. Great. I have to rush off to see a patient on the other side of the village.
Oh, what exactly do I have to do?
Oh my
Draw your
god.
blood and place the bottle in the refrigerated chest. The combination is easy to remember. The date the dispensary was built. They're coming to get me. I have to go. Could you mark your blood type in the analysis reports? And also determine the types of the last 3 donors? I didn't have time to run the tests. Oh yes, and if the phone rings, please answer. See you later.
Oh my god, I just became the doctor here!
All right, down to work. I hope I haven't lost the touch.
Okay, refreshers or medicine, please. P syndrome. The P anomaly, study of an atypical form of anemia. Dr. M. Kalgaru, Professor H.V. Kruger. Summary, case study. The patient's family history, symptoms, test results, test analysis. Decrease of the number of granulocytes. Disequilibrium in their distribution. A new syndrome, the P anomaly, bidimensional aspect. Probably influence of hereditary factors. Treatment, blood transfusions. Temporary improvements caused by blood transfusions. Use of the Husting procedure. Usage of sodium citrate as an anticoagulant. Progress, patient relapse, outcome fatal. Perspectives, formalization of a test procedure. Statistical study of the disease in vivo. Blah 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 blah.
Exercitatio Anatomica de Mortu Cordis et Sanguinis in Animalibus, a reprint of the famous book by William Harvey, who discovered in 1629 the circulation of blood.
Okay, this one.
Treatise on Statistics, Theory and Practice.
This one?
Excerpt from the Medical Chronicles of the Bucharest Royal Academy.
This one?
The Descent of Man by Charles Darwin.
This one.
Statistical demonstration on the utility of asepsis in the operating room. To think that 30 years ago, surgeons operated without even washing their hands. Surgery during the Great War, with an appendix on the Albert Houston method and Dr. Jean Brau's research. A volume in German. It concerns the discovery of blood types by Karl Landsteiner. Spontaneous Generation, the End of a Myth. That's a look back at Pasteur's revolution.
Oh, there's a room further in. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, this is the bathroom. No, this is not a bathroom. I don't know, I thought that, just because I saw the sink. Opaline glass plate, take
First,
it.
I have to wash my hands with soap. Never handle medical equipment with dirty hands. During the war, I saw far too many comrades die from infected wounds.
I was going to do that, but I thought of getting the equipment first. Oh, there's a padlock. That's the refrigerator. Do I get to use this? Okay, let's wash our hands. Okay, fine, I have to click the soap. Have this fine cutscene of him washing his hands. Wait, what? Put drops of liquid on the plate, use the pipettes dipped in the test tubes. The guys that's here? Okay, let's do our stuff here first.
I have to sterilize this equipment before I use it.
Okay, what? Do I have to bring that to the... Okay, back to the sink. I guess we wash our hands again. Fine. Where do I sterilize? Liquid batch in your inventory. No, seriously, where do I sterilize? I like try to dip in boiling water, but where is boiling water here? Where is any kind of sanitizer?
First, I have to wash my hands.
You've already washed your hands!
First, I have to wash...
Well, I guess after we work with this, we will have to wash our hands. The tray has a handle which allows it to be easily placed in a pot with boiling water for sterilization purposes. Can't put it here. You not? Fine. I'm gonna wash my hands again. There. Are you happy, game? Yes, the game is happy. Okay, what I need to get something to boil some water. It's apparently not this tray, whatever this is. Can't open this cupboard. I can't take these baskets. Let's see if there's something else in the kitchen. Okay, here's pot. Why can I have to open the have to open the first. Oh my god, I'm getting a blank of the name of the thing, the tap, yes. Take firewood. Oh my god, I have to open the stove first. Let me check if the dog is here to protect me. Okay, he is here. Fine. Wait, check this. Oh! Okay, hold the funnel. Back drawers.
Besides 3 tins of canned food, there's nothing to eat in this kitchen. Maria really eats like a bird.
What? Copper wire. Okay, close drawers. Open this. Put firewood. There's one piece is enough. Oh my god, it's burned entirely! Okay, I guess we first... Oh, that's how! Place it here. Open the stove. Put some more magically burning firewood. Seriously? People have the worst times to call. Leave the tray here.
It's not hot enough to boil the water.
Hi, telephone. Hello. Oh my god, seriously?
This is Professor Heinrich von Kruger.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Dr. Florescu has gone out. May I take a message?
Please ask him to call me back as soon as possible at Munich 321941.
I'll be sure to do that. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
Yeah, just in case. 321941. Okay, let's put some more firewood. Our root's gone, now the water boils. And I believe everything is sterilized.
First, I have to wash my hands with soap.
Alright, we use the phone, yes. Wash your hands. Take it. Now, where do we use it? Okay, time to do this. First you take the syringe. I thought you... Okay. Two connection. One goes. What do you mean it's not fit to be here? Tourniquet that goes on my arm. What is this? What is here? Cotton. Oh wait, I don't want to pick a cotton now. Alcohol. Okay, I'll put my arm later for this. Oh, I have to do the other connection. Needle... we put it... where? Here. Okay. Here it comes. First, I guess we have to put alcohol. Which cotton. Yeah, we be a doctor now. Tourniquet. Okay. I have to click to open and close your hands. No? Sure. Now it's time.
I've done this hundreds of times to other people, but giving yourself a shot is not the same thing. Be brave. It has to be done.
Oh my god, the course is trembling on its own. Oh, it stopped trembling. Don't know why.
That's the right place. All that's left to do is press the needle deep into the vein.
To the pain! Let's go. Okay, draw. That's not how we draw. I have to keep pressing.
The blood's not flowing.
Oh, right, tourniquet. Ouch.
The blood is coagulated. I must have forgotten something.
Oh no!
Oh well, I'll just have to start all over.
Right. Yeah, I'll just have to start all over. I failed this so many times I died from blood loss. Sure. Sure, game. Alright, the documents mentioned that citrate is blood anticoagulant. So, first things first. Wash your hands. Okay, let's do this again. So this one connects here, this one connects here, the other goes here. Citrate. Yeah, citrate. Open. Can you give us your arm, please? How did I get him to pick up my... Place your arm on the counter, please. What am I missing? Oh, serious, what am I missing? Put your damn arm on the counter, Arnold. Oh, okay, thanks. That's what it was needed. Win. Tourniquet. It's trembling! But they stabilizes, so it's fine now.
That's the right place. All that's left to do is press the needle deep into the vein.
And you have to say that every time. Okay.
The ampule is full. Perfect.
Okay, we're done with this.
Now I have to store the bottle of blood in the refrigerated cabinet.
Okay, date of foundation of this thing. Uh, 1906. No, 1905. Okay. That was the worst part of any game ever. Are you afraid of needles or something?
The door of the refrigerated cabinet mustn't stay open too long.
Okay, then first close it. Wash my hands. Okay, now we use it. Well,
Now I have to figure out my blood type. as well as that of the 3 last donors, and update the analysis reports.
Okay. Why is this cabinet not organized on by number? Jesus, that's a report. My blood, Stefan's blood, Backmaster's blood, the kid's blood. Wow. Maria's blood, the priest's blood. Wait, she didn't examine her. She didn't examine her own blood. Martha's. Meet you. The gravedigger. The schoolboy that was sent to the seashore. Osanna Vulpesco. Oh, here's her name. The name of the grave was Osanna. I think she was another surname. I guess does not mean anything. Wait. There are 2 reports for Martha. Something drastically changed her blood. This was her blood in February 1920, shortly before her death. This was 1906 when she came here. The first sample ever taken. Alright, so
let's just leave the bottles in the cabinet. If I need a sample, it'd be best to use a test tube.
But I want to organize the bottles! Okay, good. This is not how I use it. Close. Then open again in case there is some time that makes the blood go bad. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, fine. It remembers. H12. H13. And H14. And I bet you're gonna need those reagents, so we're gonna be those. Alright, is there a book here on how to make tests? You'll know. That's not how you pour the blood. Use the pipettes. Oh. Reagent number 1. Is that how you do it? What now? Put it here. Okay, I don't know how to do I don't know how to do tests. Blood tests. Wash my hands it out. I guess we don't carry out the tray. No, sir, what are doing this? Put on the... Okay, I see what's up there, game. Let's take a sample that we know about. Maria Floresco. Yeah, she has O type. When it's O type, it becomes this. So let's see the other blood. Okay, that's not... Orange? Fish. My sample. Nope. What about the blue reagent? Now it turns purple. Yay! I like purple. Oh hey, it's the same purple. But I have no idea what this means. Oh no, we have to find a blood type and make sure. Okay, so... O... Okay, let me take a note here. O does... Just make a rainbow. When mixed with yellow, it turns this color, brownish, yellowish. But when mixed with the blue thing, it turns purple. Okay, and her blood is O. So let's take another sample. At the moment, no noted anomaly for better results. Okay, HO7. Blood type A. No wait, first you have to wait to this. HO7. Alright, pipettes. A and yellow reagent. A yellow reagent gives the yellowish. Maybe it's orange, but it's just on the shade something. But if mixed with blue, then becomes a mass of red spots. So I guess that the blue is, I don't know. Oh wait, I have to check it like a B or something. I have to know if blue is the lack. No, yes. All lacks A or B genes. Or ever supposed to be found in the blood. A, it has the A things, and the blue turn into unmixed. Blue with red spots. So that means, yeah, the spot is the spot means the presence of a thing. So blue spot is presence of A, and yellow with spots is presence of B. So I guess now we can check everyone. Pipettes. So my blood is B. My blood is B. Stefan Lucas Blood is O. Janos Packmaster is B. And kid here is AB.
Perfect. I'm sure of my results. Maria should be happy. I've done my work well.
Oh, good thing you reassured me.
I finished the sample and the tests. Have you been back long?
I should have come help you, shouldn't I?
I was delighted to be of assistance. But now I have to think of my own work.
Of course. I hope your investigation is going well.
It has changed character. As strange as it might seem, I now am ordered to study some supernatural creatures. Vampires.
Vampires? Like Dracula?
Dracula?
Don't you know it? It's a wonderful novel. I'll get it for you.
Oh boy, we're getting meta again.
Look at this book. It's Dracula by Bram Stoker. Oscar Wilde said it was the most beautiful novel of the century.
What a massive novel. Let's peruse it to see if there are any interesting parts.
Oh my god, I can read the whole Dracula novel here. All pages. All freaking all freaking pages, the whole freaking novel. I can do it if I want to. Alright, let's open the book at random and see what ominous message it gives us. How was it that all the people at Bistritz and on the coach had some terrible fear for me? What piqued the giving of the crucifix, of the garlic, of the wild rose, of the mountain ash? Wish you gonna do a let's read of the Bible, Phil. All 3,000 pages of it. Okay, so it's just saying to me that I have to be armed with a crucifix. I already have one of garlic, of wild rose that I have to cut off from the cemetery, mountain ash. Mountain ash are the berries that I took, right? Okay, another random, quote-unquote, pass. A band of Sgani have come to the castle and are encamped in the courtyard. These are gypsies. There are thousands of them in Hungary and Transylvania who are almost outside all law. They attach themselves as a rule to some great noble or boyar, and call themselves by his name. They are fearless and without religion, save superstition. Another random passage. Young Miss is bad, very bad. She wants blood, and blood she must have or die. My friend John and I have consulted, and we're about to perform what we call transfusion of blood, to transfer from full veins of one to the empty veins which pine for him. As he did, so the narrow black velvet band which she seems always to wear round her throat. Buckled with an old diamond buckle which her lover had given her, was dragged a little up and showed her red mark on her throat. There was a full moonlight and I could see that the noise was made by a great bat, which wheeled around, doubtless attracted by the light, although so dim, and every now and again struck the window with its wings. When I came back to my seat, I found that Lucy had moved slightly, and had torn away the garlic flowers from her throat. I replaced them as well as I could, and sat watching her. Oh my god, there's a lot of passages. There are always mysteries in life. Why was it that Methuselah had lived 900 years, and old Par 169? And yet that poor Lucy, with 4 men's blood in her poor veins, could not live even one day. Find this great undead, and cut off his head and burn his heart, or drive a stake through it, so that the world may rest from him. I enclose the tomb so that the undead may not enter. What is it which you are using? Van Helsing reverently lifted his hat as he answered. The host. I brought it from Amsterdam. I have an indulgence. They cannot die, but must go on age after age, adding new victims and multiplying the evils of the world. For all that die from the preying of the undead become themselves undead, and prey on their kind. And so the circle goes on ever widening, like as the ripples from a stone thrown in water. This vampire which is among us is of himself so strong in person as 20 men. He is of cunning more than mortal, for his cunning be the growth of ages. He can, within his range, direct the elements, the storm, the fog, the thunder. He can command all the meaner things, the rat and the owl and the bat and the moth, the fox and the wolf, and he grow and become small, and he can at times vanish and come unknown. Girl, how many passages have you underlined in this book? He throws no shadow, he making the mirror no reflect. He can transform himself to wolf. He can be as a bat. He can on moonlight rays as elemental dust. He can, once he finds his way, come out from anything or into anything. He can see in the dark. He who is not of nature has yet to obey some of nature's laws. Why we know not. He may not enter anywhere a first time, unless there be some one of the household who bid him to come. Though afterwards he can come as he please. Oh wait, I actually know this one. But I only actually heard about this like only once, about vampires not being able to invade a household. They have to be invited. That's a bunch of stuff to know about Dracula. Know thy enemy. Oh, there's this. Wait, we barely moved 3 pages on here. Then there are things which so afflict him that he has no power, as the garlic that we know of, and as far as things sacred, as this symbol, my crucifix. But he is clever. I have asked my friend Arminius of Budapest University to make his record, and from all the means that are, he tell me of what he has been. He must indeed have been that voivode Dracula, who won his name against the Turk, over the great river on the very frontier of Turkeyland. Oh, there we go, nice skip. Wait, what? There is nothing underlined here. Okay, now we're truly random pages. Wait, 177? Oh no, I lost it. Let's see if we can get year 8177, okay. Oh no, we read all the underlined passages, never mind.
I was captivated by this novel, and you know the strangest thing? The author used Vlad Tepes as his model for the character of Dracula.
Vlad Tepes? The voivode?
The very same one. The one who used to rule from the Castle of Twilight, whose ruins you must have noticed. Vlad Tepes, nicknamed Dracula.
Professor
I can
Crew
guess what
called.
comes next. He wants me to call back as soon as possible.
You don't really want to, if I'm not mistaken.
Professor Kruger is a great scientist. He worked with Martha and now insists on me continuing her research. But I haven't a research scientist's soul. Anyway, it's too much work.
Now, isn't that a shame?
Oh, please, Father, no sermons. I promise that I'll take it upon myself to finish the analyses he wants from me.
Wait, is that why you just made me, work all the blood samples there? Oh my god. Oh my lord. What does Dracula mean?
The word has 2 meanings. Devil or dragon.
Did the novel of Dracula have much success?
It's been translated into every language, and I've heard that the director, Murnau, is going to do a film version, but I don't know if I will have the opportunity to see the movie.
Are you sure Bram Stoker's Dracula is really Vlad Tepes?
Stoker speaks of this voivode Dracula who earned his nickname attacking the Turks beyond the Great River at the very border of their country. That clearly signifies Vlad Tepes. That prince spent his youth as a captive of the Turks. Afterwards, he fought them fiercely.
Could you give me a medical point of view concerning the belief in vampires?
I'm afraid not. For me, vampires are romantic fictional characters, not subjects to be studied.
Do you want a vampire subject? I may get one for you, if there are still remains of it. So we met Stefan Luca.
One day he came to the dispensary and took a picture of me. He gave me some prints.
He totally has a crush on her! Oh my god! Janos Packmaster History student is staying at the inn.
I know him. He came to the dispensary too, to give his blood.
Well, that's all. Dog, you still out there?
Adele, Lie down.
Okay, good to know you're still alive. Finally out of here.
I have to talk with Janos. I wonder if he knows that his great hero, Vlad Tepes, served as the model for Dracula, the vampire.
Okay, he's still at the castle. You know, I don't need to stop here, right? You can just move on for now. Hey, buddy.
Hello, Janos. I have a surprise for you. I've just been ordered to conduct an investigation into vampires.
What do you know? Anything can happen. I was talking about the same subject with Stefan Luca, who just arrived at the inn. He's kind of a fanatic, and firmly believes in the existence of vampires. You should question him.
You're more useful to me because you're a historian. I have several questions to ask you, particularly about Vlad Tepes.
Do you know that this Vlad Tepes, whom you so admire, is considered a vampire?
That's a legend forged by his enemies. Stoker was inspired by it to write a very bad novel.
What do you know of the Path of the Dragon?
It's a journey of initiation that some traditions associate with Vlad Tepes. Most likely because Vlad was called Dracula, which means the dragon or the devil. But it's more related to occultism than to history. Professor Buxov will fill you in better than I can.
For my investigation, I have to consult a historian specialized in vampire mythology.
The recognized expert on the subject was Professor Van Bergen.
The great Orientalist. The man who crisscrossed Asia for the English Secret Service?
The very one. At his death, his superb collection was bequeathed to his successor, Professor Irina Buxov. Speak about her to Stefan Luca. I think he has her number.
So Professor Boxoff would be the person to consult?
Without a doubt. She possesses remarkable pieces on the subject you are interested in. A manuscript of a biography of Vlad Tepes in particular.
Good. I shall get in touch with her.
So I visit Dr. Maria
I
Florescu.
assume she took some of your blood? She gets everybody to contribute.
Yeah. Apparently, everyone's just alright to be blood donors. Like you. Guess I didn't have that much knowledge back then. Yeah, the flags are raising. The flags are raising. Okay, Luca. Are you here? Janos Packmaster told me you knew Professor Van Bergen's successor in Budapest.
Irina Buxov? I tried to contact her, but I was rejected. She's incredibly mistrustful. It's a shame, because I think she knows a great deal about the Path of the Dragon.
Do you have her phone number? Who knows? Maybe I'll be luckier than you.
Do you think so? Possibly. You're a priest. That inspires trust. Call 445-827 in Budapest. But whatever you do, don't say you know me.
Okay, off to the phone. I'm amazed that this game actually records all dialogue. We already have 73 pages of dialogue. Just gonna be hell to find whatever we watch for early in the game if that comes to be a thing.
Number, please.
Professor Irina Boxall, please.
This is Irina Boxoff.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Hello, Professor. At the request of my hierarchy, I'm investigating the persistence of certain superstitions. You are an authority on questions of folklore and popular beliefs.
You flatter me. Let's say that I have had the good fortune to inherit the library of my predecessor, Professor Herman von Bergen. But tell me, what exactly is your investigation focused on?
The belief in those imaginary creatures called vampires.
Vampires. You're interested in vampires.
Just to demystify them, the Catholic Church wants to fight this superstition.
I have serious reserves about getting into the subject. I am in great demand, you know. Could you be more precise about the framework in which you're conducting your inquiry?
I was entrusted with it by Monsignor Felicio Briganti of the Congregation of Rites. If need be, you can contact him by calling Vatican 63.
Your references are serious. I'll accept to help you, Father, but I don't trust the telephone. Could you visit me at my office in Budapest?
Certainly. As early as tomorrow, if it's all right with you.
Very good. I'll expect you.
Oh, I forgot. I was told that you possess a volume related to my inquiry. A biography of Vlad Tepes?
That's true. Professor von Bergen left me Michel Beheim's account in verse. It's a 15th century manuscript, very precious. But did you know that the German prose version was reprinted in 1905? It's a brochure entitled Geschichte Dracula Vida, brought out by the Friends of the Vatican Library.
Published by the Friends of the Vatican Library? In that case, it won't be difficult for me to procure a copy. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
I have to call Monsignor Briganti to alert him that I'm going to Budapest.
Oh, okay. It's not like we're gonna just leave here, take the trains all of a sudden.
Number, please.
This is Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani. I intend to go have a discussion with Professor Irina Boxoff in Budapest to complete my file on vampires.
Very good. Will you be coming back to Rome directly afterwards?
If you don't see any problem with it, I'll go back to Vladoviste first. I'll be more tranquil there to write out my conclusions.
Ah, an excellent idea. You'll be able to take advantage of the fresh country air. I also plan on spending a week or two in the country.
I almost forgot. Could you have a work that was published by the Friends of the Vatican Library sent to me?
Certainly.
It's a bound volume, Geschichte Dracula Vida, reprinted in 1905.
No problem. I'll send it to you at your inn. Let me insist on one point, Arno. For your research, it's important that you consult the best scientific experts. We need the authority of a doctor and a historian to support your conclusions.
I understand.
And after you've finished your work, make sure you get some rest.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
Anyone else to call? No. I hope those guys know how to... all of them know how to speak German, because... yeah, try noting this down over the phone. So what now? Take the train! Call Dr. Von Kruger.
Number, please.
Just keep inflating this phone bill.
Alva Eula, put me through to Germany. Munich, 321941.
This is Professor Heinrich von Kruger.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Professor, I'm calling back to ask for your help.
How can I help you?
Well, it's rather delicate to explain. You should know, first of all, that I belong to the Holy Congregation of Rites. I came to Vladiviste to investigate the life of Martha Caligarl.
Would you like me to talk to you about her? She was a remarkable woman.
To tell the truth, my mission has changed. For reasons that would be a little long to explain, I now have to investigate vampires.
Vampires? Don't tell me. The Catholic Church has started to believe in vampires.
On the contrary, my superiors want to combat this belief. They're alarmed to see how resistant it still is in the 20th century.
Yeah, very good. If it's to fight superstition, you can count on my assistance.
It will be invaluable to me, for I need the viewpoint of a scientist on the vampire myth.
Do you realize this is the very subject of the research I was carrying out with Dr. Caligarl? We discovered a disease, the P syndrome, whose symptoms are quite similar to those attributed to the victims of vampires. So the legend is based on specific medical facts.
But what if the medical fact you just discovered is that actually vampires exist? Ooh. Tell me about your collaboration with Martha Caligarl.
Dr. Caligarl contacted me while she was caring for a patient called Marescu. His granulocytes showed a very curious anomaly. She sent me a blood sample by carrier pigeon, and we worked on this case together. The result of our collaboration was the discovery of P syndrome. Afterwards, we had to specify the cause of the disease and perfect a serum. For that, I needed statistical data. I asked Dr. Caligarl to take a large number of samples from the population of Vladiviste. Unfortunately, the war interrupted our research.
Did you pick up again with Martha Caligarl after the end of the hostilities?
It wasn't possible for me to contact her immediately. When I was finally able to phone the dispensary, she was dead. It was Dr. Florescu who answered me.
Oh boy. Blood samples sent by carrier pigeon. I never thought I'd have this image in my head.
Of course. I've been insisting for some time now that you do so. As soon as she sends me the results I'm missing, I'll be able to find a serum that's effective against P syndrome.
According to you, vampires have no objective
I
existence.
just say that they're not supernatural creatures, but there certainly do exist mentally ill people who are bloodthirsty. Look at Countess Elizabeth Bathory, who in the 16th century bled to death hundreds of young girls before she was walled up alive in her Carpathian castle. In addition, as I mentioned, patients afflicted with the P syndrome suffer from very odd physical and psychological disorders that make them resemble the victims of vampires.
Certain of Dr. Caligarl's patients behave in a very strange way.
What did these patients do?
They went out alone in the night, as if they were answering a call. They ripped off the garlic necklaces the doctor had placed on them.
Somnambulism, allergy to garlic. Those signs are most likely associated with P syndrome, as are pallor, drawn features, anemia, and other symptoms we haven't yet discovered.
Have you read Dracula by Bram Stoker?
Unfortunately, yes. What an abominable novel.
You're too severe. That's not what Oscar Wilde thought.
I won't tell you what I think of Oscar Wilde, and I'll limit myself to the novel. It's a tissue of inconsistencies. Let's see. Stoker affirms that those who die as victims of a vampire should become one in turn. So at that rate, vampirism should spread like an epidemic, with a growth rate faster than Fibonacci's famous immortal sequence. In a first stage, all of mankind would be vampirized, and then, in a second, the vampires would also disappear, not having any victims left to feed on. So Stoker's hypothesis is therefore perfectly absurd. No species can live without regulation.
He sounds like a fan who got too caught up in the details to properly enjoy the work.
Stoker considers himself a historian and a scientist, but he's just an oddball. His novel is a collection of implausibilities. Take the character of Lucy. That woman, he keeps saying, is getting better, until she just dies. A victim of Dracula, she's treated by transfusion. Blindly, of course, because at the time, we knew nothing of blood types. In those conditions, what are the chances the patient will accept the donor's blood?
About 1 out of 3, if my recollections are good. Nonetheless, in desperate cases, it's worth the trouble to try.
Certainly. But the good Professor Van Helsing, who is always described as a genius, repeated the operation with 4 different donors. The chances of survival for that poor Lucy then fell to less than 2%. It's probably the transfusions that killed her, and not Dracula. Let's get back to Van Helsing. Supposedly an expert.
Oh my god, he has a whole range for this!
And change into bats. However, he's not worried about finding one of the latter at the window of the room in which he's holding a meeting. And then he seems so surprised that Dracula knows his plans. The naivety of that character is irritating.
Did you know that director Murnau is going to shoot a movie based on the Dracula novel?
Yeah, I know the work of Murnau. They call it expressionism. But for me, those morbid fantasies have much more to do with pathology. Tell me, could I ask you a personal question? Listening to your voice, I have the feeling that you're a little tense.
Yes, I'm not sleeping well.
Nothing else? You can confide in me. I'm a doctor, you know.
Well, sometimes I get the feeling I'm being spied upon. I'm sure it's only an impression, but it's becoming an obsession.
Father Arno, you are sensitive and susceptible, like our late lamented Dr. Caligaro. These are qualities, but they make you vulnerable. Above all, don't let your imagination govern you.
That's good advice. Thank you. I'll try to follow it. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
First, the game gives you the book, then it gives you a review. This game is more about literature than you think. Okay, request the opinion of a doctor or a scientist. I need to consult a historian who is an expert on the myth. I have a feeling he was really into the book until he started thinking about it, and then everything went to crap.
Rosanna, I'm leaving for Budapest for a day or two. Would you please keep my room?
Well, that is...
Naturally, I'll pay you for my keep, even for the nights that I'm not here.
In that case, of course, Father. I'll keep your room for you.
Okay, let's... No way to leave a tip?
That's the outbox for the mail.
Fine. Off to Budapest. First off to the train station. Oh, how convenient the train's here. Oh look, right on time. Hey, train driver, can you hold on for a bit? I need to play with the gypsy.
You lose.
Oh my god, this die somehow loaded against me.
You lose. You lose.
What the hell?
You lose.
No, this dice is loaded. This dice is loaded. Come on now.
You lose.
Good thing I'm not betting money on this. Let's play the cards.
Pick up the card. You win. Pick up the card. You lose. Pick up the card. You lose.
Damn.
Pick up the card. You lose.
I'm losing everything now.
Pick up the card. You win.
Well, at least here I'm tied. Okay, we out. Brain drive issue there. Okay, wait, let's just talk to her. What do you know about vampires?
But I also know the virtues of silence.
I don't want to speak about it. What do you know about the Castle of Twilight?
As much as I want to know.
I don't know anything about it. Are you acquainted with the name of
I
Dracula?
have a feeling that before the end you will know more than me about the dragon.
In the end, she didn't say anything. Off we go. Oh? We have a world map here. We're going places. Wow, the train actually just sent me straight to her offices. Convenient.
This is no time to leave.
What? I thought Jess was leaving. I thought Jess was leaving the place. Okay.
I won't go in without knocking.
God damn, Sharon, you're too polite.
Come in. Father Arno, I presume? You didn't have too much difficulty finding my office?
No, the concierge told me what I needed to know. You have a wonderful place.
All the art objects surrounding me were bequeathed by my mentor and friend, the late Professor Herman von Bergen.
I know his reputation. He was a great traveler.
And a distinguished scholar. But tell me, did you have a pleasant journey?
Yes, thank you. I admired the Transylvanian landscape, then I fell asleep.
And you've come from Transylvania?
From Vladiviste, to be precise.
The homeland of Vlad the Impaler. You made the right choice of locales to investigate vampires. Herman went there too when he was young.
I'd be curious to know why Professor von Bergen went to Vladiviste.
He never told me. I've had various hypotheses, of course, but I must confess, the question intrigues me. And to think that the answer might lie behind you. The personal papers of Herman are in this strongbox. He died suddenly, and didn't have the time to give me the code for opening it.
Oh
Can
boy!
I try to open it? I'm no expert in the matter, but with a little luck.
What, right now?
I'd be very grateful if you managed to open Herman's strongbox.
What was that pause for? Also, I need to know more about him.
I'd be very grateful if you managed to open Herman's strongbox.
Fine. Show me into the safe.
It's a container of acid. If anyone tries to force the strongbox, it breaks and destroys everything within it.
Oh. Oh. It's a... Oh my god, this... I heard that!
This lock is incredibly noisy. Or has my ear become more sensitive?
How come no one heard that before and tried to... Okay, so
I can't get over how clearly I can hear the mechanism. It's extraordinary.
Why? We're apparently the best lock breaker in the world because we don't need stethoscope to check safes. Oh wait, it's going to be an age. It's going to be an age. XL. Let's see, L. Another C. Oh, and then X. Yep, X. Hey. 10, 20.
I found the combination. MDCCCXX. Looks like a number in Roman numerals.
Yeah, 1820.
Thank you for opening the strongbox, Father. Would you be so kind as to deposit the contents on my desk?
If I can read it first, sure. Oh.
A wax cylinder and a letter. Let's see the letter. Very interesting. Are you familiar with the name of Bram Stoker?
He's the author of Dracula. I had the opportunity of perusing his novel.
This is a letter from Mr. Stoker addressed to Herman. Read it, please.
What? Bram Stoker, Lyceum Theatre, London. March 3, 1894. Dear Master, I must admit that your last letter caused me some grief. I hereby hope to reassure you, and above all convince you, that I did not misuse the fascinating history that you recounted to us at the Beef Stick Club. Above all, please know that I have never doubted the gravity of this matter. It is precisely for that reason that I have found in it a good source of inspiration. I understand that you do not wish to be troubled, since all you did was to perform your duty. However, during that memorable meeting at the club, you most certainly suggested that we employ prudence and discretion, but you did not require us to keep an absolute secret. You ruined everything! Why act in such a manner if not because you wished, in one way or another, to warn humanity against the terrible danger that you had faced? And is this not the real reason for which you confined us? Or, if it is impossible to reveal the naked truth without bringing you any prejudice, what better means of warning our contemporaries against the Lords of the Night than a novel that reveals their tricks and especially the means to destroy them? Thus I had reasoned, and that is why I wrote my Dracula, this book of which you disapprove today. Consider, however, that I have moved the action from Transylvania to England, that I created two distinct characters from your Luciana. In other words, that I considerably altered your story, which, we must note, recounts events that are already 24 years old. This is not enough to protect you? As to your other criticisms, do not they contradict the first ones? Because after having reproached me for having disclosed too much, you accuse me of deforming and watering down the facts. Is it true? It is true that I often let my imagination and sensibility guide my quill. The greatest liberty that I took was no doubt to give my novel a happy end. But the story of a failure could have generated such distress when it wished, on the contrary, to inspire hope and the desire to fight. Finally, you write, I would have preferred that you do not quote me. To my deepest regret, in order to respect your will, I have struck out from the drafts your real family name. Will you at least allow me to designate you by the Latin form of your name, Arminius? Without that, I would feel guilty of literal ingratitude. Please accept my sincere devotion and admiration, Bram Stoker.
So then Stoker was inspired by a story told him by Professor von Bergen, the story of events that had taken place in Transylvania. Perhaps in Vladoviste?
It's probable.
Did you know that Professor van Bergen knew Bram Stoker?
Yes, but I ignored all the details that are recounted in this letter. I only knew that Stoker had cited Herman among the sources inspiring him, and Herman was not flattered.
Had the professor foreseen the novel's success?
In no way. One day he told me, speaking of Stoker, that irresponsible man didn't understand half of what I told him. He's peddling errors that could cost people their lives. Fortunately, his book will be quickly forgotten.
What is the source of the belief in vampires?
The first trace we have stems from ancient Babylon. The creation poem contains sinister allusions to Lilith, the unappeasable, who sucks the blood of newborns. Several centuries later, the Odyssey evokes dead people who crowd together to drink at a blood-filled ditch. But it's in Europe, beginning in the 14th century, that veritable epidemics of vampirism are described. They would continue until the 18th century, a period which left us much written testimony.
For example?
The famous Visum and Repertum report, written in 1732 by a retired Austrian military doctor. In it, we learn in abundant detail how Serbian peasants open a vampire's grave and execute him by driving a stake through his heart.
What an energetic method.
It's very widespread. In Russia, they use an aspen stake. In other places, it's made of hawthorn, from which Christ's crown of thorns was woven.
Belief in vampires must lead to much desecration of graves?
It has to. Reports describe hundreds of grave openings. The vampire's cadaver is identifiable because it's perfectly conserved. It often appears swollen by the blood it has absorbed. The blood stains its clothes, its nails, or its mouth. It's sometimes so abundant that it overflows the coffin.
Wow. Energetic is one way to describe it, I guess. You speak of vampires as if they existed. Reassure me, you don't really believe in them, do you?
What do you mean by believe, Father?
I mean, do you think that vampires have a real, objective existence?
Real or objective? You must choose, Father. Because the only immediate reality is subjective. The rest are just hypotheses.
All right, your viewpoint is unassailable. So let me reformulate my question. According to you, has the existence of vampires been demonstrated?
Jean-Jacques Rousseau said, "If ever there was in the world a warranted and proven history, it is that of vampires. Nothing is lacking. Official reports, affidavits of well-known people, of surgeons, of priests, of magistrates. The evidence is most complete."
Yet all these stories and affidavits seem very confused to me. I sense nothing coherent behind it all. Didn't you say yourself that the traditions don't agree?
Don't take the legends literally. I think they are the deformed reflection of a truth that is even more horrible. This book, The Lords of Twilight, is the most rigorous volume ever written on vampires. Open it.
Oh my god, she has... Are you going to read all these 4 books? Which one? Check the
This cylinder
cylinder.
was cut with a process that's no longer in use. I have to find a machine that can read it. I'll keep you informed.
If only I could go back again. The Lords of Twilight or the Fulfillment of the Race, to Professor Herman van Bergen. Hoping that in spite of our difference in opinion, he will appreciate the study which owes a lot to his immense knowledge. Herman van Bergen. I think. MXVX. That's... Huh? Okay, actually, I think I'm gonna stop for tonight. My throat's getting a little tired of speaking of this. We'll read this book next week, next Tuesday, when you come back to this game. So, well, this is going to be an entirely different experience from the previous 2 games. But still, I hope you enjoyed it outside of all the reading time. And I hope you come back to me, and I hope you'll come back to this next Tuesday. As for Thursday, in October I actually played I played Tuesday and Thursday, like all days Dracula. But now I want to give you some time for this and some time for next. Some time for something else. Like, I really want to play Guacamelee 2 that I have on my Steam, but first I kind of want to play Guacamelee 1 again. I think maybe I should try to do like a low percent run or something. See how long I can last without any non-obligatory upgrades. But we'll see that Thursday. For now, I hope you all have a good night. Thanks for watching me. Thanks for keeping me company. And hope to see you guys next time. Have a good night, y'all.